Well, look who's right on time. 8 p.m. on the dot. 8 p.m. on the dot. 8 p.m. no seconds. Dead on time. Look at that. I just realized I'm still wearing these. I think they're kind of cool, actually, though. Hold on. Let me just, so it's not silly. Okay. Now it's real. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Coney, can you shoot a chatter? 5 subs or I'll do it right now. Give 5 right now. This works for HBox. Surely it'll work for me, too. Oh, chat, I could never shoot you. I'm running out of bullets. I don't know where the last one is. I found 5 bullets yesterday. I can't find it. No gifties? Where's chat than HBox? I thought we were a supportive community. Hey, I'm a little worried because I think I might be on the front page today, and I have to, I'm doing Cringe Confessional. That might be bad. I'm a little worried about that. I'm a little anxious. That's going to be a weird combination. Happy Cringe Confessional, everybody. Every time I want to get a haircut, my hair does something really cool, and I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that. Almost 5 years. Thanks, Vince. Don't forget, you're here forever. Hold on, I gotta put a funny picture with the tweet. I'll make maybe like the fucking the fucking oh, perfect. No, I got it. Thanks, Hazmat. Oh, okay, I got a good one. I found a good one. I like the long hair, Coney. Dude, it looks like shit 9 out of 10 times. And then that one time, it's like, ooh, this is kind of hitting. I don't know, something about it. It looks and feels like shit a lot. It'll get better. Well, don't say that. That's like the gambler's fallacy. Eventually, it'll hit. It'll look good. I don't know. I was gonna get it done and get it cut. You know what it is? I don't know what I look good with. I don't know what I should tell them to make me look like. You know what I mean? What do I give them to style? Man bun up. I think I would look good. Like a man bun. Like a Ronin ponytail or something. All right, I have some stuff to talk to you guys about. One, some other people got the Babbel. Guys, I forgot to turn this on yesterday. You can get a lifetime subscription to Babbel. Now, they're not paying me to say this today. Well, they are, because it has to be up for 2 weeks, but you get what I'm saying. You can also, I didn't know this. I should have done my due diligence. You could also get it for a year or 6 months or a month or anything you want. So you can do all kinds of stuff with it. But you could also get this. Apparently, a few other people signed up. Coney, did you watch the new Zoochosis trailer? I don't know what that is. I watched the new Smiling Friends. It was pretty good. Not as good as Season 1, but maybe that's just, you know, some episodes aren't going to hit as hard. I thought it was pretty good. Didn't really make me laugh, but it was still very funny. It was good. Zoo-themed horror game? Oh, that one's back? There's a new trailer? I'll check it out in a second. First off, I want to tell you guys a story, and it's a gross one. Nothing gross happened, but I need to frame this right, okay? So Easter happened on Sunday, okay? And, I've been eating my daughter's Easter candy, as you do, right? Poop story? Well, I've been eating my daughter's Easter candy because she doesn't eat candy. She doesn't have much of a sweet tooth. And I was working downstairs today, and Mal came downstairs to show me something. She was like, hey, can you come upstairs? I was like, yeah. So I'm down here, and I get up, and I start walking, and she, like, freezes. She goes, Zach. I'm like, what? She goes, Zach. I'm like, what? What's your problem? She goes to my chair, she points down, and she goes, what is that? I'm like, what do you mean, what is that? What's on your chair? Enhance. There was a mini M&M that fell between my legs. This wouldn't even make sense from a positional perspective. And I even saved the evidence. I have a piece of the wrapper, okay? Is clearly an M&M. There's an M on it. I couldn't find the big piece, but I found this, okay? I can't believe my wife, of all people, would think that this is disgusting, okay? This is awful. Why would I ever sit in a fabric chair naked? Show pants? No! Stop saying that! Coney, it's fine. It happens. No, it doesn't. Why did she think of shit and not dirt? I think I think it's just instinctive. Brown on chair, neuron activate. Poop. It's very easy to come to that conclusion, I think. So anyway, I wanted to tell you guys that story, so you guys, that's my own cringe confessional. Speaking of cringe, guys, check this out. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. I should have had this pulled up already. I did not shit my pants. You guys like multiverses, right? Check it out. TNT Sports is simulcasting Avalanche versus Golden Knights. Multiverses simulcast. There you go. There go Bugs Bunny. Shaggy. Dude, what the fuck are we doing here, man? What are we doing? Dude, okay, I want this game to succeed. Really and truly. I just... Who are there any hockey players? Are there any hockey players that are like, damn, that looked kind of cool. I should go home and download the game. Oh, it's not available in a month and a half? Okay, I'll wait. Let me log that in my consciousness for the next 2 months. Damn, Bugs, that was kind of trash. I'm such a hater on multiverses, man. I don't mean to be. I want the game to succeed. I truly do. I love multiverses. But what is this, man? Be meaner? Well, I don't want to lose any sponsorship deals. I mean, you know, if they want to talk, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt that. It kind of deserves it right now. I think I'm more the reason I'm being the contrarian, because so many people on my timeline are like, "Yo, eyes emoji. This look fire, eyes emoji." It doesn't look fire, man. Like I love multiverses. I want the game to pop off. I really do. But let's stop lapping at the trough for likes and corporate opportunities. I don't know, man. It's It's weird. What looks fire? Ain't no game. We don't even see the game. Where the video game at? Where the video game? Show me one Powerpuff Girl, and I'll go the other way. Show me one Powerpuff Girl, please. I love Nakat, but his replies on Multiverse's tweets are hilarious. I also love Nakat. It's not, dude, it's his job. It's not, listen, he's played the game. He knows how good it is. I have zero beef or anything with Nakat, straight up. I like Nakat a lot. It's the people who don't work for the company that are trying to, whatever. I'm going to sound like a hater. The point is that it is absolutely within all these guys' reasons to promote their game. Okay? He's on the payroll, yeah. Which again, I'm sure it's a great game. I would love to see it. Were you a Buttercup, Bubbles, or Daisy kind of fella? Her name is not Daisy. What is your problem? Why did you take out my favorite one? I like Blossom. Blossom is my favorite. Daisy. Kill that guy for saying Daisy? All right, hold on. I hope I hit him. Let's see. Who'd I get? Did I get him? Oh, Abeline. My bad, man. My bad. Maybe next one. Maybe next one. Yeah, I'm a Blossom. I like Blossom. I think she's cool. She's my favorite. I didn't hit Toad. I would never hit Toad. I shot the other guy. Okay. One more thing, and this has nothing to do with anything, but I thought this was very funny. In case you guys don't know, and listen, don't leave the stream, okay? When I tell you this information, you're going to want to leave the stream because you're going to be so excited. Listen. I was watching the HBox stream. Yahoo! Yeah?
Hasn't made a good game in 15 years, and when they have, they terribly mismanaged them and they die in months. Yeah. I have faith in player first, but the parent marketing companies not inspiring confidence.
I mean, Warner Brothers is struggling in general. I mean, even Mortal Kombat, man. Isn't that game, like, hurting? I don't know if it's hurting. I know it's I'm sure it's sold very well, but I mean with the competitive side. I know that, like, Street Fighter is still doing very well. Tekken is sold very well, and now it's kind of hurting because the patches suck, apparently, and they're killing the game, whatever. And now, Mortal Kombat just never got off the ground. I think it's kind of interesting. I was talking to somebody today about how if Project L released, like, a year ago, maybe not a year, maybe longer, like 2 years ago, like, they would be king of the mountain. Now, it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of good fighting games out. Now, when it does release in a couple years, it probably will be completely clear on both sides. But it's interesting. Tekken is doing well. It just, the patches are bad. Like, they're breaking the game and the balance is weird. Do this HBox W. Dude, I went into HBox's chat today. I'm a 2-year sub. I've never paid $1. You gotta believe me. I'm sorry, 2XKO. My bad. You gotta believe me. I don't know what happened. When is this gift gonna wear off? It's my curse! I tried to take off the HBox W and I can't. Watch this clip. I love this clip. Presented without comment.
Hi Boxman, other than Puff, who is your favorite character to play in Ultimate?
Oh, he's gonna open the room. Go ahead and host. My favorite character to play in Ultimate? I mean, it's gotta be. It's gotta be Puff.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be Puff. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be Puff. For me, it's Puff. And that's facts. I just love the idea that somebody went into HBox's chat and was like, bro, I gotta know what character he likes to play. As if he hasn't played the same character for 3 games in 15 years straight. Hungerbox, who's your favorite character? That's very funny. That's very good. Chat corrected him and he said K. Rool, but that's not as funny. They did say besides Puff. I know, that's the joke, is that he thought that they didn't say besides Puff. That's what I'm saying. You guys, oh my god. I know, guys. That's why I made the clip. Is because it was funny. You guys are so stupid. Check this out. Why? She looks like a ghost. It's like a ghostly apparition peering at me through a Victorian mirror. She looks like Nicole Kidman and the others. Ooh. This ghostly visage. Who's this haunting young lady? Has reply? Why is she doing that, man? I never saw her in the last game. She didn't exist in this game. I never really thought about it. Because I never had to see her. But now I have to see her. My husband is dead. Avenge me. This bitch died to arsenic. Okay. Enough games. I don't think it looks that weird. You're silly. Where's her? She has no facial features. She is pale as a ghost. There's like barely a nose. You're silly and stupid and wrong. I'm gonna kill you. No, I missed once. I mustn't. What is this? We already have monkey violence. Do you need this one? You don't need this one. Oh, I love this one. I saw this in the Discord last night. This is really good. I do like bye-bye. Okay. I don't know when you're going to use it, but that's good. That is, I do like it. That's good. You should have an ongoing predicty about when you hit the person you're supposed to hit. This is never going to work. Dude, there's 800, almost 900 people in here right now. There's a 1 in 900 chance that I land my shot. It's not going to happen. But I'll try. This one's for you, Rabbit Girl. Hold on. Who'd I get? Cragen. My bad, Cragen. My aim's a little off. God, I love this. Oh, I wanted to show you guys other ones that I saw. Hold on. I searched for Nerf Revolver on Amazon. Hold on. Hold on. Coney is a literal child who can vote. Yeah, I can decide the fate of this nation. Isn't that cool? Look at this. Peep this one. A Fortnite revolver. I want some of these. I want like one of these, like that. But I think they fire like, I don't want a 43. This one has a scope. Just so I don't miss. Watch out. You'll eventually have a full clown loadout at your desk. I think I'm there. I think I've already made it. I got that. I got the whistle. I don't know where the whistle went. I got this. And I even have one of these. Yep. The game's all here. Oh, there's the bullet. I found a bullet. Oh, it probably just bounced now. All right. One more chatter is in jeopardy. Okay. I kind of want this one or the Fortnite one. You're going to get blasted by one of those soon. I just picked the fastest one, like the quickest delivery I could get. Improve your loadout? What's this? Wait. I'm thinking I might need to... Wait, full auto blaster? I could stake out the chat. Do you see this? 150 bullets? 40 inches. I could snipe you guys from a mile away. Just stake out, have camo on. Wait. No way I miss with that. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's get to the stories. Let's tell some tales. Shall we? All right, I think I got everything set up. Multiverses hockey. Awesome. Just what I wanted. Powerpuff Girls. New gameplay. Dexter. I need to see some hockey. I need to see the Avalanche. The Houston Avalanche against the... I forgot the other name. Coney turning his bedroom into a grassy knoll. Don't say that. I'm going to get looked into by the government. Thank you, Sonnet. Colorado Avalanche? That makes sense. Okay. We didn't see Stephen A. Smith's opinion on the Johto starters. I don't care about that. You guys care about that, not me. Okay. Boop. Oh, hell no, I'm gone. All right. Okay, let's zoom this out a little bit. Hold on, I'm going to adjust your eyeballs. Is that good? Gets the arm in there, but over here, this side? Okay. What? Oh, we're casting spells now. Okay. What enchantment do you cast this time? Sorcerer? What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh man. What an ugly dog. Holy shit. He's fat. I hate Moss. I've never enjoyed Moss. I would beat the hell out of him. 21 meters? Oh, it's true. I'm riding on top of him. Giddy up. I hate Moss. He doesn't look well, right? Doesn't he look ill? He's sick. Can I not get an Ochi one? I don't even know if I want an Ochi one because I don't like Ochi either, but... I hate Moss. I don't like any of the dog creatures, if I'm being honest. Peep the Nerf grenade? There's a grenade. Do I throw it? Get down! I'll just throw it at chat, just in your general direction. Okay. Shoots 5 chatters instead of 1. Oh, I like that, actually. The shrapnel. That's pretty good. Exploding damage. Is there an Ochi? Is that what this is? Oh, God. Ew. I don't like that. I don't like the Ghost Pikmin. That's ugly. It's like my least favorite. Ugly. Don't want it. Bad toy. All right, let's get to work. We got some stories to tell. Some tales to weave. Coney hates new things. I love new things if they're good. Yes, it's work. Do you know how hard my mods have to work to get all these stories ready to go? They have to go through all the stories, all the cringe tales, in order to get this, to make this work. There are thousands. This one was rough. Big ups to E. Compton and Keen for going through this list. Well done, guys. Good job. Trying to find my theme song. Oh, look what I found, though. Love that. All right. When was the last one? What do you mean, the last Cringe Confessional? Over a month ago. We said we were going to do them once a month, and then the Tekken event kind of took over, and I did that instead. So, 1 second. Are these from, like, May 2023? I think we're in August of last year. August 2023, I think. Bye. Okay. It's like July into August, something like that. Yeah, we're catching up. I don't know. When this series is over, I'm just going to do life advice. How about that? I'll just tell you guys what to do. You guys write in, and I'm going to give you ways to make your life better. How about that? Wouldn't that be good? Would you guys follow my life advice? I'm very wise. I have a lot to show you. Yeah, call-in show. Wouldn't that be cool? Stop casting spells. What is this? Wait, yeah, what? If they fight, do the multiverses characters fight? It's weird that you could just fight in hockey. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Dude, what the fuck? There's literally 5 fights going on at once. What? All the gloves just littering the ice? PvP enabled. Hockey is just a battle royale. This is 2 seconds into the game. Jesus, man. What's wrong with hockey? Hockey's fucked up, dude. Just fight. Do MMA, pussy. Holy shit. Hockey's dumb, man. I don't get it. It's New York versus New Jersey, so it makes sense. I guess those guys are next to each other. They should be friends. It's dumb. Okay. Let's do some cringing. This is cooler MMA because it's on ice. Just put the octagon, make the octagon really wet. Just like spray it down. Grease it like a bowling alley. Then it'd be fun. True? A lot of sprained ankles and backwards knees. The sloptagon. Yeah, there you go. Wouldn't that be fun? Watching your favorite fighters get injured in a moment's notice? Cool. Football on roller skates? See, now you're talking. Fellas, welcome back to Cringe Confessional, the cringiest show on the internet. I set up an anonymous forum at cringe.coney.gg where my Twitch chat could tell me the worst stories of their life, the most embarrassing things that ever happened to them. It's fully anonymous, I promise. I don't have your IP and your name and your address. We're going to go through it right now with my good friend CringeBot3000 and see exactly how embarrassing my Twitch chat is. Shall we? Good intro. I hate that I can't go for the whole thing. It's a 1 minute and 55 second song. It takes way too long. Crazy. Amazing intro. Yeah, it went well. I'm happy. Probably a little bit long. My intros always go long because I talk too much. I'm glad that one was... I'm a yap lord. Coney, please link the song. That's Cringe Confessional theme by Coney. I wrote it. I did that. All right, CringeBot. Show me what you got. Do I have voices? Whose voice should I use? How do I change voices? Hold on. Here? There we go. Excellent. Start off with Peter. Fan favorite Peter. We love Peter. I'm not starting with Rod. Not yet. Okay.
When I was about 13, I went on my first...
Oh, this one has parentheses. Pronouns are she, her. So this is a lovely lady, okay? This is a lady, just to frame this correctly. So I should change the name. It shouldn't be Peter. We'll have it be Rachel. Okay.
When I was about 13, I went on my first date with a girl, and I was super excited.
Cool.
Dressed up all nice and whatnot.
Lovely.
Prior to this, I had never been in any situation where I'd been intimated with anyone or had any idea what a date was meant to be
I
like.
thought that was a word for a second.
I thought I was the shit. But throughout the entire date, my entire genius plan was just to go to some shit restaurant in a mall, then to a movie.
That's fine.
I didn't even eat because I had no
There's nothing
money,
wrong with
but
that.
from what I saw in movies you had to pay for the lady's meal.
Yeah.
So I had to lie and pretend I wasn't hungry and still get her the food.
Oh, that's sweet. That's nice. I guess that's kind of cute, right? You can only pay for one meal, so you just get their meal. Very chivalrous, actually. That's nice.
Before we went into the movie I spent what little money I had on mints just to make sure my breath wasn't too bad.
How poor are we talking? Mints are like $1. How much are Altoids? I don't know. What's going on with the economy in this story? When was this? We're spending it on mints? Okay.
But I was an idiot child, and when I kissed her I made the loudest fuck.
Hold on,
Before
wait.
we went into the movie I spent
Was
what
there a-
little
was
money
there
I
a
had on
break in the
mints
story, or
just to
did it
make
just
sure my
jump there?
breath
I
wasn't
might have
too
missed
bad.
something.
And in the movie I asked to
Okay,
kiss her,
got it,
which
okay.
she agreed to.
Okay.
But I
missed
was
that
an
part.
idiot child,
Yup.
and when I kissed her I made the loudest fucking Looney Tunes lip smack kissing noise in this like half full theater. And I'm pretty sure decent amount of people heard since there were a few people who looked at me.
Put it there, Mac. Mwah! Would have pissed off Elmer Fudd with that kiss. Ooh.
Needless to say that relationship didn't really go through.
Yeah, why not? Just because of a big sloppy wet one right on the lips? That is a little weird, I guess, though. Why? Wait, what's the... Is that the whole story? You just had a really loud kiss? I guess you've never kissed anybody before, so you didn't know what you were supposed to do. That's like the point, right? That's the whole thing. Yeah, just a very loud kiss.
And I'm
Did I
pretty
not-
sure decent amount of people heard since there were a few people who looked at me.
Imagine going to see a movie, and during the trailers, at the very beginning, you hear the loudest, smackiest kiss of your life. What the fuck is going on back there? Mwah! And you can tell it's a kiss. There's a big mwah on it. Somebody's getting some action. Okay. The movie workers had to ask them to leave. That's kind of funny. I mean, if you don't know how to kiss, you would think that's what it would sound like, right? That's what movies and Bugs Bunny and them sound like. That's fine. Good story. Not that bad, though. I've heard worse.
One time in grade 7 I was walking along the gravel
British
field,
guy,
and
grade
down by
7.
my feet I spot one of those hearts where...
How do you kiss? Very gently, like a butterfly landing on a tulip.
One time in grade 7 I was walking along the gravel field, and down by my feet I spot one of those hearts where people write X plus Y in it, and
Aw.
inside I see my name in it. Being accustomed to getting teased by siblings, my body's instant reaction was to erase the heart. So my foot made a quick swipe, crossing out most of what was inside.
Why? What? Why did you do that? Okay. It's a little strange. That's a weird reaction to immediately, like, okay. All right.
Being
fine,
accustomed to
okay,
get instant regret,
Uh-huh.
I realized I had just fumbled the chance to learn what girl may have been interested in me, and to make things worse,
What?
the only thing remaining of the name was an A, which coincidentally was the first letter of the girl I had a crush on at the time.
What?
But since she was far from the only girl who started with an A, and me being 12 at the time, I never did shoot my shot after fumbling what could have been such an easy chance at a grade.
What? Why would this chat assume it was for them? Hold on. I don't know if I'm wrong. Hold on. Let's go back to the beginning.
which
This is like a Phoenix Wright testimony. Hold on. We have to really lock in for this. Okay. Hold on.
one time in grade 7 I was walking along the gravel field,
Right.
and down by my feet I spot one of those hearts where people write X plus Y in it, and
Like,
inside
say
I see
Alex
my
and
name
Kim.
in it. Being accustomed to getting teased by siblings, my body's instant reaction was to erase the heart. So my foot made the quick swipe, crossing out most of what was inside.
Got it. Okay.
Instant
All right,
regret.
I was stuck on
I
the
realized
sibling
I
thing.
had just
I
fumbled
see.
the chance to learn what
Got it.
girl
I
may have been
understand. I
interested
get
in
it.
me,
I
and
get-
to
I was
make
stuck on the
things
brother
worse,
thing.
the
So
only
you-
thing
okay.
remaining of the name was an A,
Got it.
which coincidentally was the first letter of the girl I had a crush on at the time. But since she was far from the only girl who started with an
I
A,
get it.
and me being 12 at the time, I never
Sure.
did shoot my shot after fumbling what could have been such an easy chance at a grade.
I don't know what you mean by at a grade, but I get it. There's a heart on the ground, and it could have been for you. Maybe at the person. I think it's weird to assume it was you unless you have a very specific, oh wait, hold on, it keeps going, dude. The TTS messed up.
School relationship.
Okay, there it is.
To think how different my life could have been had I simply not fumbled the bag.
Yeah, you definitely could have dated for like 2 years until an homecoming in grade 9. You could have had a formative relationship during your young love years. Hope you had a different one. All right, that makes a little bit more sense, I guess. I don't know how distinct your name is, that's the first instinct you have. Like, oh no, that's my name, I'm going to get teased. Weird story. I can't. Some of them I can empathize with. Those are the best stories. This one I can't. I simply cannot empathize with. I don't know what kind of person you are. This doesn't help me. Weird tale.
I was in 7th grade at the time.
All these 7th graders.
My dad and I were big into the NHL and hockey in general.
Oh God.
I was
okay.
pretty terrible and was way too out of shape to play.
Okay.
But watching hockey was always fun.
As long as you're good at fighting.
One day I
apparently.
got the opportunity to go to a Dallas Stars game with my dad. I had been there one time previously, and after my first experience there, I learned there was a sort of tradition that happened every game.
Okay.
During the beginning of the game, when they would have someone sing the Star-Spangled Banner, every time the word stars was sung, the whole crowd would shout stars along with them.
Ah, okay. My games do this too. We had the Oriole thing. They go, oh, that's what they do. Stars comes up a lot more, I think, though, in the Star-Spangled Banner. That sounds like it would be kind of annoying, but okay, that makes sense.
I thought this was pretty hype when I was a kid,
Sure.
so when I went to my second game there I was excited to join in.
Oh, no.
I had been having a great time there so far,
Okay.
got myself some stadium nachos and a Tyler Seguin jersey, and was ready to cheer on my favorite team.
They changed the rules?
After my dad and I grabbed
Yeah, I
our
was gonna
seats
say,
and
what did
some
they do
friggin'
differently?
formalities were out of the way, the time had come to rise for the national anthem.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I had a really bad habit of daydreaming, like almost all the time.
Did we miss the stars
So as the
part?
anthem was playing, I could only picture myself shouting along with the crowd and looking super cool.
This is going to be awesome.
However, that
They're
of
gonna
course
love
wasn't
this.
what happened. Due to me daydreaming, I totally forgot how the national anthem actually goes. When the singer said who's got stripes and white stars, I totally forgot which is which.
Uh-huh.
So as the singer said stripes, I shouted the word stars as loud as I possibly could into the silent crowd.
Stars! Is that your kid? The hell is wrong with that guy? Bro, his nemesis. The worst part is it's right before the stars. It's right before. So somebody's getting ready to yell stars themselves, and there's stars! It's very disruptive. You're ruining it for everybody.
So as the singer said
Oh my
stripe,
God.
everyone I could possibly see turned to look at what was happening, and the group of guys next to us were trying so hard to hold back laughter. Maybe I was crazy, but I could have sworn that even the singer turned to glance at what that noise was.
Okay, well, fuck those people. They know what you said. It's not like you were disrupting like a funeral or a wedding or something. They were about to do it themselves, but you just did it slightly off. Fuck those guys, man. Why are they turning around like, what did he just do during our sacred ritual? Unbelievable. No way. No. I mean, this is, it's cringe, right? But it could be worse.
Maybe
Come
I was
on.
crazy, but I could have sworn that even the singer turned to
The
glance
singer
at what that
starts
noise
over.
was. Of course, not even 2 seconds later the word stars was correctly shouted out by every fan in the arena. But by that time I was way too embarrassed
that's
and
really
confused
good.
and
That's
completely
very
missed
funny.
it. I had to take at least 30 minutes in the
30
restroom after that
minutes?
to recuperate, and I took off my new jersey too because I thought nearby fans would recognize me.
Okay, yeah, so you just come back in a different skin. Okay. Wasn't me. I don't know what happened to that guy. I hope he fell down the stairs and he's not here anymore. I hope they took him to a hospital. That dork that said stars early, wow, what a piece of shit, right? I bet he's gone. I'm glad he's gone. I'm different. I have a red shirt. I think you should leave, Bit. Yeah, this is actually just a Tim Robinson sketch. This is like 1-to-1. It's very easy. You could see the whole thing play out. That's very good.
I had to take at least, of course after a while it wasn't that bad,
That's
and
not
I got back to enjoying the game, but in
That's
the heat of
funny.
the moment the embarrassment was unbearable.
Dude, this is one of those things that, like, when you're an adult, it's like, LOL, who cares? Just keep drinking your beers back. Nobody cares. But when you're a child, this is, like, the worst moment of your life. You're finally a part of something bigger than you. You feel like you understand the social cues going on around you. You finally try to participate, and you totally fuck it up. That's so sad. You don't know yet there will be many more embarrassments. Yeah, you think everybody's watching you all the time. You even said you thought the singer was looking. That singer didn't care. You know that singer's probably happy that you did that because that singer was probably just as nervous as you were to actually be singing in front of a crowd. What if that was their first time? You took all the heat and the focus off them. Well done. Like a cringe martyr. Good job. Good story. Thank you for writing in. I like that one. Stars. How many times does the word... Hold on. In the Star Spangled Banner lyrics. Oh, it only comes up twice. That's actually really... It only... Broad stripes and bright stars! That's all it is. That's the one time you yell it. There's Say does that Star-Spangled Banner Yet Wave, but, like, I don't know if that counts. Good story. I thought there were more.
When I was in elementary school, our class had a group assignment where we had to take a picture of our teacher and make a collage with our teacher's face in the middle surrounded by nice things.
That's a little weird, but okay.
Such as you have a nice personality, your smile is great, or you're really good at your job.
What an insecure teacher. What kind of teacher would tell you to do? Is this on everybody's curriculum? What kind of teacher is this? Teacher needs affirmations. Take all the posters home and put them up on your wall. I don't like this.
I was partnered with a girl named Kayla, and we both made nice
fucked up
collages for our teacher without a problem. So where's the cringe, you may ask? Well, for context, my favorite movie at the time was Billy Madison starring
choice.
Adam
That's a
Sandler.
good movie.
And there's a
Very
montage
good
after the
movie.
scene where Adam Sandler's teacher strip
Oh, I
teases
remember.
to try to get him to study where
I
he
don't like
takes
where
a
this is
desk
going.
portrait of his teacher and makes out with it.
Uh-huh.
Being a young and impressionable kid, I thought that was the funniest shit, and proceeded to do the same thing to my collage of my teacher in front of Kayla.
So, we all understand that Billy Madison is not aspirational. Like, you don't want to be Billy Madison. He's like the guy you laugh at. You're not trying to be the Adam Sandler in the Adam Sandler movies. You get that, right? Okay. What did Kayla think?
She looked at me with disgust and later on told my teacher what I did, and the whole class laughed at me, where the teacher just looked confused.
Oh, no. Don't tell them. Don't narc. Hold on. Can I find... I have to get you guys up to speed if you haven't seen Billy Madison. Hold on. I assume this is a very old movie, so you guys probably... Oh my god, he grabs her boob in it. I forgot about that. Yeah, so this is Billy Madison starring Adam Sandler. This is the scene they're referring to. Kisses the picture. You see, this is what this submitter did in front of Kayla. Yeah, he thought that would be a hit in front of Kayla. And thought the teacher wouldn't know about it. Thought Kayla wouldn't tell him. Okay. All right. Cool.
She looked at me with disgust and later on told my teacher what I did, and the whole class laughed at me, where the teacher just looked confused.
I would be very confused.
I was the
too.
laughingstock of...
Although I would be kind of flattered, I think, if I was that teacher. If I'm asking all these kids to say nice things about me, and that one likes me a lot. Oh, thank you. Okay. Maybe a little inappropriate, but hey, that's very nice, right?
I was the laughingstock of the school for a whole week.
Good,
Or
okay.
at least until some kid shit his pants playing basketball.
Oh, okay.
Looking back, I still don't feel the least bit embarrassed.
You don't?
I just acted like I was a comedic genius and was never punished for my behavior.
You don't feel embarrassed at all? Not even a little bit? I'm embarrassed for you. You should probably feel a little embarrassed, if I'm honest. You should, I mean, I don't think you should get out of this scot-free. You should have some scars.
As it turns out, I would grow to be very socially inept and struggle to talk to people for the better part of my middle and high school years.
Uh-huh.
Long story short, don't take everything you see on TV to heart.
Yeah, I don't think I needed this story to tell me I shouldn't pretend to be Adam Sandler in real life.
P.S. A few years later, my teacher ended up getting fired for saying the N-word to a student, and Kayla moved away after her dad went to prison. Don't really have a reason to include this, but I still find it funny how the two people also involved in my impromptu makeout session escaped my life, nonetheless.
Yeah, I think you won. In this whole interaction, you won the whole thing. Wow. Okay. You came out unscathed. I mean, relatively, I wouldn't... You know what? I wouldn't feel bad about it either, actually. After those things happening to them, you definitely won the lottery in this exchange. Well done. Cursed them? I don't know. I think you had the least trouble here. Why did that teacher say the end? Whatever. Poor kid in the class was trying to say something nice about the teacher. My teacher is the least racist teacher in school. I bet his heart was broken when she did it. Very sad. Coney moment? What? What was? The kissing the picture? I wouldn't do that. Dad going to prison? Didn't happen. What else could you mean? Huh? All of them? Okay.
When I was 15, I was sitting in the cafeteria with some of my friends for lunch.
Stop. Enough. I've had enough of Rachel. Shut the fuck up. Bring in Peter.
When I was 15.
Oh, I missed some people. My bad. Thank you, Lazcap, for the sub. Thank you, Who's Doodle. Thank you, Tish Photos. Oh, Tish, what's good? Thank you, CableNet. Thank you, Name Random Name. Thank you, Hakuo. Ace Has Greed, Mojo. I forgot to thank people, bro. I gotta do that more. And the rest. All right, we go Peter here.
When I was 15, I was sitting in the cafeteria with some of my friends for lunch.
Sure.
We were all bored, and I had the bright idea to watch the Super Mario Bros. Super Show on my phone while we all sat there and ate, since it was a show that we loved as kids.
Great idea.
Being that we were in the loud cafeteria, I had to turn the volume all the way up for us to hear anything going on.
All right, sure.
We eat our lunch and all is normal.
That's great.
Fast forward to next period, and I am sitting in class, watching a film.
Uh-huh.
This meant the class was dead silent, with only the very quiet film going on. I get a spam call on my phone and quickly decline it.
Right, okay.
This brief window somehow had enough time to activate the facial recognition lock on my phone.
What did Mario say?
All of the sudden, my phone turns on and starts blasting the show.
Okay.
This would be bad enough as it was, but it somehow got even worse.
What episode was it? It couldn't have been that bad. I can't think of anything offensive that they do on the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, unless he said, fuck you, Luigi. He does say that.
Since I had just thrown it on, we were on the first episode.
What happens on the first episode?
For those who don't know, in the first episode, one of the main plot points is that Toad gets kidnapped by a Bidoo mother who had just lost her kid.
I like how, for those who don't know, just to catch us all up on the timeline of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, in case you don't know the first episode, here's how it goes. Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Got it. So, abducted by a Birdo mother.
For those who don't know,
right.
Bidoo mistakenly thinks Toad to be her baby due to her eyesight being bad, and says, oh, my baby, my baby. This can easily be mistaken as something far worse than it was. And indeed, it was.
Hold on. Surely it's on YouTube. Alright, I found it.
Rock-a-bye, little chippy, on the mountain so high.
I see it.
No wings, no you're such a teaser.
Oh my god, this Birdo is gross. The Birdo's mouth is wet. Oh my god. Holy shit, man. Why did Birdo look like that, man? Ew. I'm not gonna watch the rest of this. Wait a minute. I think I know what happens next.
I'll ask for it. I want my feet licked.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least it wasn't this part. At least that could have been way worse than the baby part. Imagine hearing that in the back of the classroom. I want my feet licked.
Want my feet licked? I'll ask for it. I want my feet licked. This will be the last.
Episode 1? Oh, my God. All right, man. Okay, got it. Why the hell did they show up so fast? They were waiting. They thought he'd never ask.
Bidoo mistakenly thinks Toad. Everyone in the class starts laughing.
I bet they do.
My friend sitting next to me, who was also watching the show during lunch with me, almost falls out of his chair in laughter as he recognizes what was going on. Our substitute teacher for that class is standing over my shoulder, threatening to kick me out of class as I stumbled to try and turn it off.
I would not turn it off. I would immediately show everybody in the class. It's Birdo! Guys, it's Birdo! It's Birdo! That was Birdo! That's Birdo! Look! I would show literally everybody. That was not what you think it is. It's Super Mario! It's the Super Mario Super Show!
Eventually, I was able to just completely shut off my phone.
Okay.
Pretending to not acknowledge the teacher standing behind me, I put my phone in my pocket, eyes glued to the projector, and trying my best to not make any movements.
Sure.
I am an easily flustered person, so my face was bright red with embarrassment.
Sure. Yeah.
My body is still laughing, and everyone is still glaring at me.
Story.
I still look back at this moment and cringe.
That's really good. I would too. Good story. This is something that would happen to Coney. No, something similar did happen to me, but at work. I've told this story before. Yeah, should I say it again? No, it's not a bit. Okay, I'll just tell it just so. Okay, so I was at work, and I was browsing Twitter, and it was one of those, it was a picture of a mouse eating a banana. And I was like, what is that? And it was like really small, and I couldn't really see it. And I clicked in on the video, and then as loud, I had my volume all the way up, and as loud as possible, I was getting some head, and I turned it off immediately. But people heard it, and it was it was something where I'm in a cubicle farm with like 12 people, and I'm the only person that sits in the back, so they know it's coming from mine. And I turned it off right away, but nobody shut up. Nobody was like, what the fuck is Coney watching? Like, nobody did anything. So I had to live with that for the rest of the time at the company. So, yeah, always mute your phone every time. Why would you ever have your volume up for any reason whatsoever? Why are you victim blaming? Everybody makes mistakes. It's not my fault. I was getting some hit.
When I was 5, I was...
Oh, I forgot to mention in that story, my boss's office is literally right next to me. I think she was at lunch, though.
When I was 5, I was convinced I was a cat.
Sick.
I really loved trying to squeeze into small spaces and things of that sort. We were on vacation at the beach when it all went wrong.
What happened?
I thought I could squeeze through a wooden fence head first. They had to get a jigsaw to free my head from the harsh confines. I am now 22 and my parents still rib me about it.
I think this happens a lot, though. This used to happen more. It used to be like a thing in cartoons and sitcoms where the baby gets their head stuck in between like things on the stairs. It was like a regular plot point, or it's like a Full House bit. Yeah, this is a thing that happens. I think that happened to me. I think I just pulled my head out, but I think this is a normal thing. Yeah. That's not so bad. Every 5-year-old pretends to be a cat sometimes. Dude, we had an Easter party at our place. There's a kid who's really into Minecraft that just goes around saying meow all the time. And I'm like... And he just comes up and he says, meow. I'm like, are you a cat? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I thought so. And he keeps doing it over and over. So, yeah, the cat thing is normal. Weird? It's just kids. Kids are weird and dumb and cringe. How old, though? 6, I think. Too old to be a cat. He's a kid. That's what kids do. I am developing imagination and visual processing. Bro, he should have said that. I would have been like, oh, you are. True.
Late hip school, I would sit at the back of the classroom with a friend of mine, a stereotypical, but nice, jock.
Cool.
I wasn't really a nerd, but I looked like one. I would draw stuff at my table during class all the time.
What kind of stuff?
After a while, a girl that sat at that same spot on a different class started writing stuff there.
What kind of stuff?
What a cute drawing. How are you?
Oh, no.
For the next couple weeks, we would make small talk through the table.
Okay.
She seemed nice and funny, and she started getting playfully flirty.
This is a very cute opening. This sounds like an adorable story to tell the kids. This is very sweet. How did you fuck it up?
One day during a break, my friend comes looking for me, saying someone wants to see me.
It's your friend.
He brings me in front of a clearly uncomfortable girl and her 2 giggling friends. He had noticed me chatting with her, and her friends had been nagging her into meeting the guy she was talking to.
Right.
So they brought us together.
Cute.
She was very pretty. The second she saw me her face sank. She looked extremely disappointed. Her friends laughed.
Oh my
I wanted
God,
to die right
dude.
there.
Oh
I
my
quickly and
God.
repeatedly denied being the person they were looking for, and
Dude.
got out of there as fast as I could.
Oh.
Thank God, I never saw any of those girls again.
Oh my God, that's awful. Oh, that would form a core memory at the back of your brain. That is aspire to shame. That's awful, man. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I would pop my ult. If that happened to me, my ultimate is ready. I would hit R, I think, or Q, depending on the game. Yeah. I think that's miserable, dude. It must have been early high school. Early high school, late middle school is brutal. Is brutal. Because even if you were attractive, unless you were like the cutest guy in school, you're probably getting that treatment no matter what. Unfortunately. God, that's miserable. I'm dumb. What was the issue? This guy's ugly. This guy's ugly. Was flirting with somebody through a table with writing, and then she saw his face, and she said, he's ugly, and I don't like him. Damn, man. Dude, life is tough, man. Just genetic lottery. It's fucked up. I bet you just had glasses. Were you nerdy other than the glasses, or was it just glasses? Man. She had high expectations because of the jock friend. Oh, I see. No, yeah. Okay. I didn't put that together. Look at you. Christopher Nolan fan over here. Everything means something. Wow. Included that part of the story. Was it you? Did you submit this story? Did you submit this one? Be honest. Are you the ugly friend? Self-reported? Damn, I can't believe you caught that little detail. It's okay. Uggos can find happiness, but not love. Yes. You think you're in love, it's just settling.
Hi, Coney.
Hi!
This story starts back when I was...
Change it up. I'm sick of Peter, bro. Let's change it up. We go Charles here.
Hi, Coney. This story starts
Forgot
back
about
when I
Charles.
was in middle school
Ugh.
and was also in my local Boy Scout troop.
Cool.
In this Boy Scout troop, we would have monthly camping trips where we would work on getting certain badges and Boy Scout rank requirements.
Cool. Okay.
On this trip, however, things would just continuously get worse.
Okay.
To start things off, members of the troop had a buddy to sleep with in their tent, and my only friends in the troop decided to buddy up with some other members. So that left me to be
that
assigned
sucks.
with someone I didn't really know.
That sucks.
After setting up the tent with them, I didn't
Oh
really
my God,
talk
that's
to
so
them,
awkward.
and we went to
Well, you might
separate
make a really
things for
good
the
new
rest
friend.
of the day.
It might be okay.
During the nighttime dinner, the dessert was a fried Oreo Otwinkel, and I was interested on what it
delicious.
tasted like. It wasn't all that special.
Oh.
After having the dessert, I went back to the tent and went to bed.
Mm-hmm.
A few hours later, however, I wake up in the middle of the night and throw up all over the tent. But to make things worse, I threw up in the face of the person I was sleeping with because they were sleeping opposite to me.
Oh my God. Dude, is that the worst way to wake up? I can't think of much worse. Oh my God, you sleeping with your mouth open too? Oh, good Lord. That's assault. Yeah. It's a bioweapon. Oh my God. Because you're going to throw it back. You're absolutely going to throw it back. And the smell. Oh, there can't be many worse ways to wake up. Oh my God, man. Okay. Yeah, so what did that person do? Were they okay? Were they fine with it? Did they understand?
But to make the tent next to us heard what happened
Oh,
and
no!
went to get a troop leader to help
No,
with the
we don't need a
situation.
troop leader. We don't need the
I
leader.
ended
No,
up
we don't
making
need
my
that.
dad
Oh
pick me
my
up from the
God.
woods at 2 a.m. leaving that person in the tent covered in puke.
Oh.
But I'm not done yet,
Oh,
as when I
okay.
returned to the meetings that next Tuesday, though I learned that I made my section of the troop clean my tent,
Okay.
and I earned the name Twinkie Boy.
Okay.
To finally end this super cringy story, though, I was at a school event and saw this same person, and
Okay.
never apologized to them, and awkwardly passed by never to see them again.
Dude.
If you are out there, guy who I puked on, I do want you to know that I am sorry, and I have a lot of remorse for what I did on that fateful night.
Oh, hey, are you in chat? Are you in chat? Be honest. Did you get, if any of you have been puked on during Boy Scouts, we might have a missed connection here in chat. If Twinkie Boy is in chat, please identify yourself. And if you got vomited on in a Boy Scout trip by a person you didn't know, go ahead and identify yourself. This is a place of healing. Hey, comment below if you got vomited on at a Boy Scout. Maybe you're on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe you're not in Twitch. Maybe you're in therapy. We had hot dogs for dinner on the fire, too. It was bad. So it's you. Okay, so we found Twinkie Boy. We found Twinkie Boy in chat. Okay, Twinkie Boy has been identified. Now we just gotta find the guy he threw up on. Coney, permission to harass Twinkie Boy? Permission granted. Get his ass. Twinkie Boy. Twinkie Boy in chat. Twinkie Boy. Let's all comment making fun of Twinkie Boy on the YouTube too. Let's all comment below for engagement about how much we hate Twinkie Boy. Right, guys? Like the video if you hate Twinkie Boy. Twinkie Boy, I don't mean this. I just need this to hit 50K. I'm so sorry. Twinkie Boy! It was an Oreo? Wait, so you ate the Oreo, but they called you Twinkie Boy still? Shoot him? No, I would have to... I can't shoot him. I would have to pull down the green screen. Could shoot you, though. Hold on. Who'd I get? Nafa fan. My bad. I was trying to shoot Twinkie Boy. I'll get him next time. Good story. Thanks, Twinkie Boy. He got away. You cracked the lens? Don't say that. How would I do that with a Nerf gun? Stop saying that. Where? I did not. Shut up. Stop. These are very expensive cameras. Stop. I don't like Charles. Let's change it up. How about Lucy? Oh, wait, no. Let's do English voice. Not Rod. Not yet. We'll do Will. All right, Will.
So I was sitting at the family computer.
Wait, am I on the front page of Twitch? Dude, I actually was last time. I looked at the unique viewers. It was way higher.
So I was sitting at the family computer one day, and in my hunger, I grabbed a raw potato from the kitchen and started eating it.
What the fuck? This isn't relatable. Did you think we were gonna agree? Oh, yeah, I get it. A potato. Nice after lunch snack. All right, sure.
So I was sitting at the family computer one day, and in my hunger, I grabbed a raw potato from the kitchen and started eating it, like you would an apple.
Can you do this? I just assumed there'd be worms in that bitch or something. I don't know why. Like, it would it can't be that bad for you, actually. I think you could do it, right? It probably wouldn't be good, but I thought there'd be bugs in it or something. I don't know.
And while I was halfway through the potato, I heard my mom's car park in the driveway.
Potato.
In my rush, I decided the best option would be to hide the half-eaten potato behind the computer desk.
So you do have shame. You know it's the wrong thing to do. You know your ass should not be eating the potato, and yet you do it still. You persist. How can anyone be that hungry? Are you neglected? Do you not have snacks in the cupboard? Why are you eating a potato?
And this was the type of desk where you couldn't see what was behind it.
God.
So no one knew a potato was back there except for me.
That shit is growing ears and eyes.
The desk got replaced years after this incident.
God.
Probably around when I was 17.
That shit is sentient.
And my parents never mentioned anything to me about the potato behind the computer desk. And for a long time, my parents' house had a really bad ant infestation. And I always wonder, was I to blame for that?
Yes! Yes, it was you! You did that! What do you mean, I wonder? Maybe? Yes! Why did you never get the potato? Why did you leave it there? Maybe everybody else in the family does this too. You're just a family of potato enjoyers. Everybody just, they thought it was them. Maybe your dad and you are more alike than you think. His most humiliating secret. A potato enjoyer. Potato Boy has entered the chat. Okay, let's not bully Potato Boy. I bet that was Twinkie Boy that tried to get the heat off of him. No, we're still on you, Twinkie Boy. Potato Boy is normal. Twinkie Boy, you're still under some heat, okay? Relax. It's so stupid. How did you? What happens to a potato that just gets lit? Does it not smell awful? I feel like somebody would find it before 17 years pass. It roots like into the floor. How does Potato Man get a pass? Get off my man Twinkie Boy's ass. Who was in the wrong here? Who do you think? Rotten potato is one of the worst things I've smelled in my life. I'm pretty sure you get maggots. I had an experience in my life where a bag of potatoes got forgotten in a cupboard. We found it later. It was bad. Don't know how you didn't discover that sooner. Click the link. What, the verbatim link? Oh my God. Yeah, like, okay. How is your house not looking like this? It's like a Last of Us crime scene. Dude, they're just going to find tendrils. This could have strangled you in your sleep. Over 17 years, you had a little pussy-ass potato. Any alpha potato would have killed you and taken the house as their own. Oh my God. Does it get water? I don't know. I guess the potato in this story was like behind a desk. It could not flourish, and thank God for that. Phew. Half of it was gone. Oh, so he ate the brain. Phew. Thank goodness. The potato couldn't think. Thank you, Miku Miku Pizza. I should have... Why am I not... I didn't thank other people. Thank you for the sub. Thank you to the Typical Toad and Tannelier and Slim Jim and Yote and Less Sauce and Purple with No and Gresh. Hey, Gresh. That was 18 minutes ago. Damn. Dundramino and the rest. Thank you, guys. Oh, the ads are playing. Damn it. Thank you, Moss Bomber. Forgot to talk about the ads. My bad, Joe. All right. Do you ever think, like, so my videos on YouTube would hit, like, you know, usually around, like, the 30 to 50,000 range. More like 40 now, 40 to 50, sometimes 60K. There's probably one person that's going to take a bite of a raw potato. And I could tell them not to, but they're going to try it anyway. Somebody's going to do it. Just to try it. Yeah, me? Well, let me know how it goes. Test it? I don't think we have any potatoes. Raw potato is good. Okay. All right, man. You got it. Okay. Potato enjoyer.
When I was a kid, I had a huge hyperfixation about Pokemon.
Who didn't?
And because of this, I looked at a lot of Pokemon memes, even though I didn't understand many of them.
What generation are we
One
talking?
of the most popular ones I saw was about how Ekans and Arbok are snake and cobra backwards.
Right, very
a lot
cool,
of them had finished with the question, now what's smoke backwards? And for the longest time, I never knew what it meant.
Uh-huh, sure. Too young to know about that, yeah.
Eventually one night, while I was in the car with my parents, I had the thought about those images again. So I said directly to my parents, "Hey, what's come?" My parents said it meant nothing, but years later I eventually figured out what it was.
Sure.
I had to wonder how exactly my parents felt when I asked that to them with no preparation.
Bad parents? Bad parents? You want to have that whole conversation in the car? Yeah, this isn't cringe. It's not a cringe story. Plenty of kids don't know what a word means. I watched the premiere of South Park in 1997. There's a big plot point about a dildo. And I had no idea what a dildo was. And my mom was like, I don't know either. What? A dildo? That's a silly word. Let's never say it at school. It's too silly. Never say that. What a silly, funny, silly word. So, like, yeah, that's gonna happen. Stop telling this story. All right, Adam. You know what? This one's for you. I'm aiming on this one, okay? Because this one was story relevant, and there was a reason for me to tell it. So you're going in the fucking ground, okay? Hold on. Goodbye. There you go. I think I killed another guy too. Did I? My bad. I gotta save a calb. Hold on. Is there better? A guy got shot in the crossfire. To play the sound effect, I have to kill another guy. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Hold on, let me save that guy. Insane thing to open stream to? I'm on the Twitch front page. Give 5 subs right now. Give 5 subs right now. I'm sorry, it's my first day. I'm sorry. My bad. Twitch, I'm kidding. Hold on, I'll save you a Cal. My bad. Is it Blake backwards? I'll save you. 1 sec. All right, you're back. I resurrected you from the dead. He is risen. Or she. Wait, is Fats here? No, Fats isn't here, right? Good. Yeah, nobody's here to save you. Yeah, this just happens. Kids ask what words mean all the time. Better have a good answer. Next.
One night at summer Christian camp when I was about 8 years old, I had to pee really badly.
How badly?
So I left our small cabin and had to walk up this giant gravel hill that led to the bathrooms.
Okay.
Keep in mind this is basically still in the middle of the woods.
Sure.
So I start up the hill with my tiny flashlight being scared out of my mind.
Yeah, that sounds
because it's
horrifying.
midnight and I'm 8.
Dude,
I
you're
get
8?
inside the bathrooms. And the first thing I see on the floor is a massive pile of shit with a human footprint in it, of 5 toes and all.
Oh my god! What? I would think this was a sign. Somebody was. This is like a Sasquatch or something. Yeah, this is Bigfoot or that can't be shit. Why would you not think it was dirt? I guess you could smell it. Okay, sure, but what did you? What a horrifying sight. Okay, all right, continue. All right, what next?
And for some reason I got really scared that Bigfoot had come there to shit, so I ran all the way back to the bathrooms and woke the counselor up to tell him about the Bigfoot print I found. So we go back up the hill, and I show him this fresh pile of human-stomped feces on the tile floor, and the look on his face still makes me cringe to this day.
He thought you did it, and you were being very silly. He thought you were trying to pull the funniest prank of all time. Dude, I saw Bigfoot. 5 minutes earlier, you're taking a dump on the floor and putting your own... I would be like, show me your foot right now. Show me your foot this instant. Oh my god, dude. Okay.
So we go. He told me that it was nothing and not worry about it. And I went back and went to sleep. Later the next day, one of my cabin mates said his sleeping bag smelled like poop, and I never said anything.
Okay. Oh my god, that's very gross. This is such a nasty story, man. This is really bad. This is bad. His roommate was Bigfoot the whole time. How could you step in poop and not realize it? It was with bare feet, too. Like, the toes were in it. You could see it, like a fossil. Who stepped in it? The other kid. Oh my god, dude. Could have been socks. I don't think socks are gonna save you from that texture. I don't think that's gonna. I don't know why a kid has to walk uphill to a bathroom at midnight. An 8-year-old. What kind of camp are you going to? This is where else are you gonna pee? You're in the woods. A tree? I would pee next to the cabin, bro. Straight up. I would just fuck this. I'm not going anywhere. I'll go right next to the cabin. I'll go on the cabin at midnight. Nobody's gonna see it. What are you gonna do? Attract bears? It's fine. Pee on the cabin floor. Okay, that's a little bit too. You have to share that with other people. I don't know about that. You would need to go to a special Christian camp. You need re-education if you're peeing on the floor. You're not fit for human society.
Later the next day. I want to preface this by saying I really don't get embarrassed easily and am usually decently confident in public.
I don't believe you. But okay.
About a year ago I'm at a Subway and the orders were backed up, so the wait was kinda long.
Okay.
I asked for my large soda while I waited. So there I am, holding my soda.
I can see it.
Not texting.
Right.
Not drinking.
Right.
Not moving.
Uh-huh.
Just holding it.
Sure.
And I drop it.
Yeah.
I drop a completely full large soda for no reason at all, without moving.
Okay.
It somehow does the most perfect bounce I've ever seen in my entire life and explodes onto a couple sitting next to me.
Okay.
They are soaked in Dr. Pepper, somehow all the way up to their necks.
How
and
big
for the
is this
first time in my entire life I physically put my head in my hands and try to hide.
Oh, shit! Honey, who did that? I don't know. There's no one here. Maybe it was the employee that just splashed me with 90 ounces of Dr. Pepper. What kind of... How big is this drink? Up to their necks? I drop things all the time for no reason, and I always feel like a child. It's so embarrassing. There's nothing worse. Me and my family were at the mall the other day, and I'm carrying around an Auntie Anne's lemonade, walking, and I drop it, and there's no reason why I dropped it. And we were walking back to the car, and Mal was like, "I'll go clean it up. Just take Julie to the car." I was like, "Really? Okay." And then I realized, like, everybody else saw me just drop a lemonade in the middle of the mall and make my wife clean it up. I just kept walking. I was like, "All right, good luck." Because she had to there's a Starbucks nearby. So she got the Starbucks and, like, the napkins and stuff. So everybody else is like, "What is that guy's problem?" This happened 2 weeks ago, by the way. But the kid was having a tantrum. Julie was having a tantrum. She was tired. She hadn't eaten. We had to get her to the car. We had to leave. So I had to keep walking. I couldn't help. Guys, what do you want to do, okay? What do you want me to... Come on. You can still salvage this story. Did you get the Wetzel dog? It was Auntie Anne's, not Wetzel's Pretzels. And no, it wasn't for me. It was for my kid. It was just straight up pretzel nuggets. Not even the hot dog ones. Now I want hot dog pretzel nuggets. Thank you, Liuger. Thanks for the prime. Wetzel over Auntie's? I'm not arguing. We just ain't got Wetzel's at Annapolis Mall. You know what I'm saying? I think if I get the choice, we go Wetzel's every time. I think, every time I would travel for work, every time I would fly to a tournament or something, every single time, have to get the hot dog wrapped in the pretzel. That shit is delicious. And good for you. It's bread and meat. It's so good. Wetzel's one of the only times I ever got food poisoning. Really? I can't believe that you could just get food poisoning and nothing bad happens to the company. Like, you can't sue them. You could be... It's just like something in life that can happen to you. I don't think it's ever happened to me. But I can't believe that you can... Because you can't prove it, I guess. It's ridiculous. It's just a risk that you take by eating. You can if there are enough cases in a short amount of time. Oh, I remember the Chipotle stuff. Didn't they have fucked up lettuce? Something happened to the lettuce, I think. I tried to sue Hostess. Okay. Okay, Twinkie. We're really milking this, huh, Twinkie boy? You said it was Oreo earlier. Come on. Your 15 minutes are up. We're on Potato Boy now. Yeah, multiple people on the Burger King foot lettuce. They're very funny. Very good. Number 15. I get it. We're on shit foot now. You can be glued to the toilet and not have a case to sue because that's how the legal system works. Well, you got to eat a few times. It could be anybody. It's shared liability. Lemonade boy. That won't catch on. Stop. I'm stopping that right now. I just dropped a lemonade at the mall. It's not a big deal, man. It's fine. Who among us hasn't? Right? Mother of my child, love of my life, go clean up my mess. Clean up that lemonade now. Get some napkins from Starbucks.
The date is February 15th.
What?
The date is February 15th, 2017. I am in high school, and I have a small crush.
Wait, I punched a snow globe on accident in Spencer's and it broke. Thank you for the little mini confession in chat. Bro, Citizen Caning. Okay. Awesome, man.
I am in high school, and I have a small crush on this girl.
Okay.
We weren't exactly friends, but we had talked every now and then. I knew she had a boyfriend, but I wasn't gonna let this fact demotivate me.
Piece of shit.
I had a plan. The plan was, I would ask her how her Valentine's Day had gone, and I figured I would just listen and then try to one-up her BF, like,
oh my
I would have
God.
done this, or I would have picked these flowers.
No way.
Thinking that this would somehow win her over and make her think of me romantically.
Oh my God. This is an extremely funny setup. How does it end?
Anyways, I go to enact my master plan. We are in some class. I walk up to her and ask her, "Hey, how was your Valentine's Day?" She breaks down and starts crying.
Sure.
I mean full-on ugly crying in class, and everyone's looking at us. I did not plan for this, so I just walk away.
Okay. Listen. Okay. All right. You got to be able to adapt on the fly. That could have been your moment, dude. That could have been... Help her consult. Clearly they broke up. Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving? This is your opportunity, man. Give her a hug. Swoop in there. Give her a shoulder to cry on, man.
I did not plan for this,
right.
So I just walk away.
Okay.
We never talked again after that.
What?
I have other Valentine's Day stories,
Wait, what?
but this is the one that keeps me up at night.
Wait, so what the fuck happened? That's the end of the story. Okay, dude, you actually, that's insane. You got easy mode. You were thrown a softball. You had easy mode there. You were playing Oregon Trail as the banker. You thought you would need to be the farmer, but you were the banker. You had everything easy for that's impossible. He tried to ford the river instead of just taking the ferry. That's crazy. Okay. I just can't believe you guys never talked after that. I've fumbled worse. Oh, we all have, but this one in particular, man. Okay. All right. I just don't know why you never talked after that. It seems like, hey, so you were really upset yesterday. Easy slide in. What are you doing, man? If you don't know how you fumbled worse than that, then you're worse than this guy. Because you have done it. And you're going to think about it in 6 years. You will think about it. We've all done it. If you don't have several stories of you doing it, you either don't get out enough or it hasn't hit you yet. But it will. One day it will. I've never tried. You don't have to try. It comes to you sometimes. I had a girl that was throwing the most overt, obvious signs for 2 months, and I didn't see any of them. I thought she was trying to trick me. I don't know why. Don't know what happened with that. Don't know why she would try to pull a trick on me. I spent most of my high school, very wary, as if I was going to get fooled at any moment for liking someone. Weird. Maybe I was just tricked in middle school. Maybe I was, into a girl in middle school and I got ewed, and that made a scar. I don't know. Bro thinks he has enemies. Yeah, I'm paranoid. Weird. No one's pulling a fast one on old Coney. I see right through your ruse. She would sing. She played acoustic guitar and would look right into my eyes while she sang these romantic songs. And I'd be like, wow, she's really good. In front of 20 people. I'd be like, wow, she's talented. Very obviously making eyes at me. Oh, there's a new stair. I kind of like it. That's new.
I'm an Amazon driver, and I was delivering to a house with a long driveway off a busy road.
Okay.
Long story short, I tried to turn around on the grass and got stuck in mud.
Uh-oh.
I had to call my dispatch and ask for a tow truck.
Okay.
While I was waiting, the homeowner showed up, and I told her I was stuck in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
She asked, "Why were you driving in my mud?" I wasn't prepared for that question and just said because I'm not very smart. She went inside, and while I was waiting, one of her cats started walking around my van. I didn't want it going under the van, so I tried to shoo it away.
Okay.
I looked at the window and saw the woman laughing at me with her kids. I got back in the van and tried not to cry. It took 2 hours for the tow truck to arrive.
That's the end of the story. You happen to get stuck in front of the most evil family on the planet. What? It's not even cringe. It's just so sad. Full-grown adult woman, by the way, laughing inside. This one's just really sad. She didn't try to help you, or she pointed at you with her children inside and said, "Kids, look." You were funnier than anything on TV that night. What a loser. Dude made ruts in my yard. I'm laughing too. I'm not pointing at him with my kids. Well, maybe. I would have to pay for the damage. Least I could do is get a little chuckle out of it. Well, maybe. I thought I'd be sympathetic, but if you fucked up my yard, I might get a couple giggles. Why are you driving in my mud? Yeah, like she set up a trap. How'd you get in there? That's funny. What a sad story. That woman's gonna have some fucked up kids, man. Laughing at your misery. That's the O'Doyle house. That's for the Billy Madison fans.
When I was in 8th.
Change the voice. Let's go. Wait, I get a couple AI voices. Let's go Tony. I get a little bit of AI voices.
When I was in 8th grade, my school had us buy Amazon Kindles for in-class research and other stuff like that.
Sure.
But everyone used them to just play games in class.
Right.
Unfortunately, the Amazon App Store had an awful selection of games, so our solution was to download a third-party app store called Aptoid to get sick games.
Yeah,
this eventually led to my Kindle getting a huge amount of viruses. One of which was that hentai ads would pop up whenever I opened up the browser.
Okay, so you infected the Kindle, and now you got big titty anime women popping up all over the place. How do you play?
This wasn't really a problem until one day I was having trouble with my Kindle, so I asked my teacher for help.
Bad idea.
She took the Kindle to try and figure it out, and then a few minutes later, she calls me over to her desk and shows me the screen, where it shows an ad of an anime girl getting railed by an orc.
Timothy, can you come to the back of the class, please? What is this? Can you tell me what's happening in this ad? Hot orcs in your area? Teacher, what did you do to my Kindle? Mrs. Streisand. What have you done? Oh my God, this is entrapment. What was that? Wow, you better delete all those apps or I'm going to the principal. That's very funny. That's really good. All right, so what did you do? What did you do?
She took
Be
the
honest.
Kindle. Her desk was in view of a few of my friends, and they saw it and started dying.
Oh, no.
She sent me to the principal's office, and I had to explain to the principal why hentai ads were playing on my Kindle, and for the rest of the year my friends clown on me for it.
Oh, you're orc boy now. Oh, no. Did nobody else have those same? I get you were on some weird sites. You had to have been. I know everybody else had the fucked up viruses and stuff, but only you got hentai. Isn't that interesting? Orc boy. Cool, man. New type of boy. Awesome. Good. Yeah, I would have tried to pivot it on her in front of the whole class, see how that works. That does sound like an Adam Sandler bit. That's good. I feel like giving Kindles to kids that age.
When I was in
8th grade? Yeah, they're not going to do what they're supposed to do. That's stupid. That's dumb. I remember consumer grade laptops were just like starting to get big when I was in high school. And like some kids would bring in a laptop and that was weird to do. I don't know. Are you allowed to have laptops now? Like there are always laptops, but like it was more like they weren't affordable for most people. You can have laptops at school. They give you laptops. Oh, that seems worse. They literally give you laptops. That's crazy. Dude, whoever works at high school IT has probably seen the worst shit you've ever heard of. Oh my God. Y'all get laptops? It's Chromebooks, so it's not even good. Don't need a lot to see maidens getting railed by orcs in your area. Don't need a lot of processing power for that. Just need internet. And an Intel Pentium processor. That's about it. That's crazy. My mom is a media specialist at the high school. She has told me some horror stories. Yeah, that's fucked up. Good story.
Back.
Let's change it up because we got a couple AI voices. Let's do Stefan. Wait, I could do a UK AI voice. How about Oliver? Let's try Oliver then.
Back in elementary school, I would watch a lot of the Let's Players my brother liked because it's cool to like things older siblings like.
True, it is.
Him being in middle school, he was into a lot of the swear-heavy Game Grumps style stuff.
Of course.
During
Very
one Let's
cool.
Play, one of the dudes said, "It looks like he's finger banging this doll man." I had assumed, at the time, that finger banging meant finger guns.
Uh-oh.
So the next day I walked up to a kid, did finger guns, and said, "I'm finger banging you." I got punched and then had to explain the whole ordeal in the principal's office. Moral of the story, finger guns are not finger banging.
Good story. I don't really have anything to add there. You really kind of you kind of went from the cradle to the grave, just beginning to end, a full complete story. You even understood the moral at the end. That's really good. That's a good story. Yeah, very simple, honest tale you weaved there. That's great. Yeah, just a solid story. Very, very simple on that. Good. Good writing. Yeah. Good story. Nice creative writing bit. Yeah. I mean, that's probably a very easy mistake. Like, I'm sure a lot of people had that same thought. So I feel like that's a very common story too. That's good. I thought that too when I was young. Luckily, I said it in front of my parents and was told that it was inappropriate. Yeah, I mean, kids are just going to hear stuff. And the parents have to keep up to date on Urban Dictionary and what, because, there's, this isn't really a good example, but Supermaning that hoe is not a dance. It's an act. And it wasn't really something that people said a lot, but Charizarding, yeah, that's another one. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff like that. What does that mean? You don't know what Supermaning a hoe is? It's when you finish on the back and the sheet gets stuck to her back like a cape. That's what it means. That's what happens when you Superman that hoe. It's my generation, man. That's just what we did back then. And the ladies loved it. They were. It was different at the time. Soulja Boy was an innovator. Okay, that's how it was. We all watched him do it. It's famously. We watch him, right? I'm glad I'm on the Twitch front page. I'm glad I'm bringing his message to the masses. Do you know how to ratatouille a hoe? Trying to intuit it. Can't climb in her hat. Oh, I think I figured it out. I don't like that. I think I know what it is. I don't like that. Okay. You guys just look it up on Urban Dictionary, but keep that to yourself, okay? I've never Supermaned a hoe. It's not. I personally have never Supermaned a hoe, okay? Just so we're clear.
Once when I was in my junior year in high school, we had been assigned a project for our language class.
Okay.
Where we had to film a short video about our ideal boyfriend-girlfriend in the foreign language. I had a friend in the class, and we both agreed to help each other with making skits.
Okay.
I helped her make a video about having a goth BF, and it came out pretty alright.
Muy guapo.
Now, where the cringe comes in was my video. Where me and my friend made a video about me being a weeb and wanting an anime girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
It was meant to be satire, but probably didn't seem like it because I was the quiet goth kid with autism who didn't have any social skills.
Oh, that's tough. So you're being a little self-deprecating and being silly, but it's not coming off that way, and it looks sincere. Okay. Load-bearing satire, yeah?
It was such an embarrassment, because no one in my class said a word the whole time, and my friend was laughing at me under her breath the whole time. My teacher liked it so much, and decided to play it not only in my class, but for the other period as well.
You were the shining
The worst
example!
part is that I had a massive crush on a girl for a big part of high school, and she was in that class.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I have to stop. Hold on. Not Chopsticks just stopped by. First time chatter. I came from a Hassan stream filled with jiggle physics and was looking for a nice, funny stream. I got a song ruined instead. This is not a safe space for you. I want you to know that. I won't do anything to you. I just don't think you should be here. You can stick around if you want, but you're going to take poison damage. You could stick around if you would like to, but this is not a safe place. It's very scary in here. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Good luck. I hope you enjoy your stay.
The worst part is that I had a massive crush on a girl for a big part of high school, and she was in that class.
Okay. Well, was she an
She
anime
saw the video.
GF?
And from her is how I later found out about it.
Uh-huh.
Let's just say she wasn't very impressed with the video, and I had totally shattered any real chance with asking her out.
Was she a cute anime cutie
I was so
GF,
humiliated
though?
that I never spoke to her again.
It wouldn't have worked out anyway.
At the very least, I transitioned to female shortly after graduation.
Oh.
So now no one will recognize me from school as the boy who made that video.
Congratulations. Transitioning, it sounds like transitioning for witness protection when you put it like that. Okay, well, I'm glad well done. Good job. Okay, congratulations. That's cheating? It's a disguise? Okay, life hack. Okay. We're gonna get you new pronouns, no oomphs. Walter, you're gonna need some new socks. Put on the thigh highs. That's really good. That's nice. Okay, good story. I like that. That's good. Good story.
I've done a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Some I'm proud of, some I'm ashamed of.
Tell me a few things.
This particular story falls into that second category.
Oh my god, we're getting a preamble. Okay.
So, it's the first or second grade, ages being 7 or 8, and I
Sure.
had a crush on a classmate.
Uh-huh.
Being perfectly honest, I don't know why, as I didn't really know her at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the crushing was undeniable and I needed an outlet for those feelings, so I started making drawings of us being together on dates.
Okay.
What a perfectly normal thing to do, I thought.
Sorta.
Until a classmate found out the drawings and told about them to the whole class.
Ooh.
It was very embarrassing, but guess what?
What?
I leaned into it. I was like, yeah, and drew even
You
more and
kind of
showed them
have
off
to.
myself.
Yeah, you have to be proud of it at that point. Sure. Oh, I thought that was it, but I reached the limit to my AI voices. Sorry.
How did the girl react? Cringed and hated me, of course.
Obviously.
And I,
The voice transition, too.
of course, continued doing these antics till the end of the semester as I was as dense as platinum.
Yeah, okay.
On the last day,
wait
my
a
dumb
minute.
base asked her for a
Oh,
hug.
never mind. This is
She
harassment
rejected
now.
this suggestion.
Oh, I don't like that anymore. Wait. So you kept drawing pictures of you and her going on dates and having a good time, and she wasn't into it, and you just kept leaning into it and kept going? Oh, dude. You gotta get the teachers involved at that point. Where are the parents? Where are the adults here? Oh, geez, man.
However, the teacher witnessed this and asked for She rejected this suggestion. However, the teacher witnessed this and asked for the girl to accept this proposition.
No way. Dude. This poor girl. Oh my god. Okay. Insane wingman? So this girl, you've been drawing fanfics of you guys going on dates and hanging out for the whole school year, and you were made clear that it made her uncomfortable, and you were like, yeah, but I'm gonna keep doing it, and you kept doing it, and she said she wasn't into you, and you asked for a hug, and she said no, and then the teacher is like, well, be nice. Give that young man a hug.
As we hugged, it finally hit me. Oh, she probably hates me, like for real, for real.
Yeah!
Never cared about her and never drew or talked about my crushes again.
Oh,
A bit cringe in it?
A bit? Yeah, a bit. Oh, she's not into me. Oh. Good lord, dude. This poor girl, man. Imagine every adult in your life failing you at every instance. The kid gets called out in the middle of class for drawing pictures, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm just looking at the teacher like, do something! Help! Oh, young love. Isn't that so sweet? You finally get to the last day of school. Thank God I never have to see this asshole again. He's asking me for a hug? No. Well, young lady, that would be rather rude, wouldn't it? This is fucked up, man. Every adult in her life just fucked up. That's so messed up. Oh, man. Dude. Oh, okay. Gets worse the more I think about it. Swag Productions Inc. just sent a link and said, this is what Superman means, Coney, you dumbass. And the message got horribly butchered. I can't read this. It's just pictures. If it doesn't say to come on a girl's back and then the sheet gets attached to her like a cape, it's wrong. I'm not going to click on that link. Thank you for the material. Thanks for the link. Maybe I'll put it in my watch later playlist. When I was 12, I had a huge crush on a girl, and this other guy liked her and was a lot more confident than me. He grabbed her ass near the water fountain, and in my 12-year-old angst, I pimp-slapped him, and he cried. Thank you for the story. Pimp-slapped? You could just say slapped, man. I don't know what... All right, thank you. What's the difference between a slap and a pimp slap? Pimp is a technique. Open palm? A slap is open palm. What? How else do you slap somebody? Stupid. People have been wanting Rod. I'll put on Rod. Isn't it a backhand? That's not even a slap. That's a smack. This is a slap. This is a smack to me. Backhand with a limp wrist. A lot of experts on technique in chat today, I guess.
So there was this really cute guy in my college cooking class.
Ooh!
Not conventionally attractive, but absolutely my taste.
You didn't have to add that part.
We bonded over our interest in cooking, and eventually I learned his family was Italian. When I first found this out, it was approaching Valentine's Day, and I saw a golden opportunity. The day before Valentine's Day, I prepared pizza to celebrate his heritage.
Oh my God. Pizza again?
I put my all into the meal, from making the cheese myself to buying fresh meat at the butcher's.
That's adorable.
Now it's Valentine's Day, and I wake up really early to begin making it so it's fresh for school, making sure to have all my best clothes on, including my pair of wedged sandals. What? I had also gotten an unused pizza box to put it in, and at the bottom, I wrote, "Will you go out with me?"
Okay, before we go any further, this is the cutest thing I've ever heard. This is adorable. I'm bringing you the pizza. Will you go on a date? Chekhov's wedged sandals. Yeah, I'm wondering how the sandals come in. I don't know where the sandals factor back in. I'm a little anxious about that, but we'll see. I think this is I think this is a very cute story. This is very sweet. How'd you fuck it up?
Now we're in school and I approach him at his locker with a few friends. I opened the box and said, "This is for you." With a slight frown on his face, he slowly picked up a slice and took a bite. And his face turned into an expression similar to that if someone who was just told that their childhood pet had died horrifically.
Yeah.
Turns out my crush fucking hates Pizza.
Okay.
Now feeling really embarrassed, I started panicking and shaking.
Okay, hold on. Let's be clear. I don't think anybody hates pizza. I think he hated your pizza. I think you just made a really bad... Nobody hates pizza. I've never met a single human being that hates pizza. I think you just made really bad pizza. And that's okay, because you're a kid. I think you just made really fucked up pizza.
Now feeling really embarrassed,
You're shaking.
I started panicking and shaking. This wasn't meant to happen. Now that my entire attention is on his displeasure from my food, I start lowering the box without noticing, enough for the pizza to slip out and ruin both of our shoes.
Oh my God.
In addition, the grease from the pizza had made the writing on the box start to fade, so it was now just a bunch of gibberish.
Oh God.
Somehow, I mustered up the courage to ask if he'll go out with me, and for some ungodly reason, he said yes.
Yeah! We did it! Mission succeeded! You got a D on the mission, but you won! What's that song? Hold on. 1 second. Was it Sonic Unleashed? Mission success! You did it! Date achieved! You're going on a date. Good job. Well done. But it's not over.
We're getting married next April, and we plan to have a pizza alongside our cake.
What? Are you a real person? This sounds like a plot on like How I Met Your Mother or The Big Bang Theory or King of Queens or something. I don't think this is a real story. Hit the S rank music. Mission cleared! Hooray! Congratulations! I need a picture now. I need to see a picture of this wedding. That is unbelievable. Coney, that's this month. No, this story was in July of last year. They're married now. I hope. Happy people don't exist at Coney. Not people this happy. Not people this happy and with this cute of an origin story. It's not. These people don't exist. That's not real. They said April? Wait. Did they? Oh my God, next April. It's this month. Oh my God. It's soon then. Oh, I hope you guys made it. Hey, throw me an invite. I'll show up. Give me the invite so I know it's real. You guys doing Salisbury steak? I love steak. Can I have some pizza? I hope you don't make it. It could ruin my shoes. We're invited, right? You know what? Let's all go, gang. Come on, gang. Let's all invade this person's wedding. Together. Hope you made a lot of pizza. It's a very cute story. That's adorable. That's adorable. Streaming from the wedding. Imagine I crash a wedding, set up a streaming table, and I'm just loudly talking the entire time. Just yelling over the first dance. Over the toasts. Begging for primes during the father-daughter dance. That's fun.
This could all have been avoided with a pair of socks. When I was 3, I was staying at my grandmother's house with my baby sister for the day.
Okay.
It was a bit of a somber occasion, as my grandfather had just died a few weeks ago and his funeral had just happened a few days earlier.
Okay.
This will be important later. While
right.
I was watching Peter Pan with my grandma, my baby sister started making a fuss in her crib, and my grandma went to the other room to take care of her, so I was alone watching the movie.
Sure.
I realized that my feet were cold, and suddenly my toddler brain got a brilliant idea. When Peter Pan and the Lost Boys get cold, they make a fire to stay warm.
They do.
I saw that my grandma had a very large assortment of flowers on her coffee table in the middle of the room, so I was good on firewood. Now to start the fire. I then remembered that my grandpa had a handheld Bic lighter on a little crevice near the TV stand against the wall, and I had seen him use it to start the grill before. This was before those lighters had any safety switches on them, and you just pressed the button to turn them on.
Are you serious? I didn't know that that existed in, like, any of our lifetimes. I thought that got sorted out in, like, the 70s. How old are you? What?
This was before I managed to get the lighter and proceeded to ignite the
firewood. My God!
What I didn't realize is that those flowers were the flowers from my grandfather's funeral. And to make sure they lasted a long time, they were soaked in a lot of chemicals to keep them preserved.
Dude, what the
fuck? That chemical happens to be highly flammable. The flowers caught fire very quickly and it grew rapidly.
Oh my God!
I, of course, wasn't worried because Peter Pan and the Lost Boys never worried about fire, and sat there warming my feet.
Dude, I would think you were the devil. If I was that grandmother, I would not watch you anymore. You're possessed by an evil dark spirit. Send you back to your parents and give them a good exorcist. That's a fucked up kid. This is Damien shit, man. Oh my God.
My grandma came in 30 seconds later with my sister screaming and freaking out.
Jesus
She pulled me away from the fire and got me and my sister out. The fire department got there pretty quickly, and thankfully the damage was minimal. Just the coffee table and some flooring around the area had been burned or destroyed.
Jesus
I got a very
Christ,
stern
dude.
talking to from a fireman about fire safety.
Good.
And when I told him
You were
that I
free,
just
you
made
didn't
it because I was cold, he told me to put on some fucking socks next time.
Okay. Okay. Does a 3-year-old understand anything a fireman is saying to them? Surely not. There's no way a 3-year-old would get any of that. What a great and real story. Yeah, I usually give the benefit of the doubt to stories on Cringe Confessional. This one, I'm gonna I don't know. Could be a combination of grandma recounting informative memories. I don't know if I'm into this one. I don't know if I believe this. I'm going to need a police report. Yeah. I need the fireman to come into the stream and tell me what happened. Thank you, Nobunasua. Thanks for the prime. I don't think a 3-year-old is starting a fire. I don't know. Lighters have always had that safety feature, I thought. Because on the old ones, you had to do the flick thing. Right? I need somebody who's well-versed in fire safety. Does this shit happen? Any 3-year-olds lighting up their house? Do you know what's crazy? My kid really loves Peter Pan right now. She's really into Peter Pan, Ninja Turtles, and green eggs and ham. Weird combination. She hit me on the head really hard with a stick the other day and said, "Hi-ya!" I don't even think they say that in the movie. I don't know why she just keeps doing "Hi-ya!" She felt bad about it, though. She cried. I said, "Ow," and then she cried. She felt really bad. She doesn't have it in her to be a Ninja Turtle. She's too soft. Your daughter is going to love Kingdom Hearts. Don't you ever fucking say that again. I think she will, actually. She's gonna... I think she already has. She watched Mal play Kingdom Hearts. Like, all the way through 1 and 2. Halfway through 2. Mal got bored. As you do in Kingdom Hearts 2. Long-ass, stupid game. Yeah, she's probably into Kingdom Hearts 2. It's peak. Stop. She's just like us watching Let's Plays. Dude, I told you guys, she doesn't want to play video games. She wants to play the Ninja Turtles game, and then I give her a controller, and she just watches me play. I don't like that. No daughter of mine is going to be a viewer. You're going to be a streamer. That's the only way you live under this roof, young lady. Now put on the headset. React streamer, be fine with me. Whatever works, sweetie. I get it. YouTube does way better. By the way, and this is relevant, The Ninja Turtle 3 game for the Nintendo, the NES, is so fucking hard. I beat Turtles in Time in one shot. Dude, the Ninja Turtle Manhattan Project is impossible. Stupid ass game.
I thought I got poisoned.
Stupid.
This story begins in my 9th grade biology class.
I got to level 3.
I walk into class one day to take a chapter test over what we've been going over.
Yeah.
As me and the rest of my class are starting to take the test, the teacher begins to write some things on the board on what to do after the test.
Okay.
About 30 minutes later, I finished my test and was the first to finish. I start reading what it says to do, and it says lick the paper to see if you can taste it, for some kind of small experiment on how some people can taste it and some can't.
What?
However, unbeknownst to me, I did not know there was a specific piece of paper that we needed.
Oh, I see.
So I just nodded my head, whispered to myself, all right, and then began to lick my test paper.
I was you. My bad. I was you. I was like, oh, this shit edible? Shall we? I would eat the paper, sure. I don't taste anything. That shit tastes like wood. All right.
After about 5 seconds, I raised my hand to... So I just nodded. After about 5 seconds, I raised my hand to call the teacher over, as the guy next to me gives me the biggest sight I have ever received. When the teacher arrives, I say, yeah, I can't taste anything on this paper.
Oh, you don't have the
She
paper
begins
gene.
to laugh and try to hold it in as to not disrupt the others still testing, but she can't help it. Now everyone is looking and she whispers, I meant for you to try this one that I was gonna give you. I reply, oh, my bad.
That was her fault.
Sorry about the wet test paper.
She didn't make that clear.
She laughs and says it's okay, and walks away as I taste the paper she gave me.
Okay.
However, it doesn't end there. I began to taste the slip of paper she gave me, and boy could I taste it. And it tasted horrible. I began to gag as quietly as I could, and I genuinely thought I had just been poisoned.
Oh, good heavens, it was cyanide! It's a planned attack from the teacher. You were supposed to lick the paper. The teacher's poisoned you!
The teacher notices and walks back over, and I shit you not, said to me, so can you taste it?
Teacher.
And it may have been my mind not working because of the taste of it, but I swear she let out the most twisted grin on her face, and I thought I was gonna fucking die. After a few more seconds, I was fine and then said,
shit, man.
Yep. On the bright side, I talked to her sometime later, and she said that it's her favorite classroom story ever.
What a horrible woman! She put some terrible eldritch potion on that piece of paper. Why did you allow that to happen? Oh my god. Popping the Grinch smile is crazy. Have you guys ever licked a Nintendo Switch cartridge? You guys know about that, right? That's the only thing I can think of when I think of a bad taste. That's the only thing I can think of. If you haven't, go try it right now. I'll wait. I suggest you give it a shot. I can't believe that was such a big news story to try to stop people from doing it, because all that did was, that was the first thing I did when I bought a game. Like, the first game I bought, I forget what it was, but the first game I bought on the Switch, immediately had to do it. It's really not that bad. Yes, it is. It was. Maybe you got a weak-ass tongue. I'm a super taster, so, you know. Maybe I'm just different. I got the good genes. Did you hate it? Yeah, it's very bitter. It's really bad. Lick one right now? No, you do it. I already did. I just did it. That shit was awful. Yeah, I think they do it to make sure that dogs and kids don't eat them, which is smart. Maybe that happened on the Game Boy. Prove it? No, I'm scared. What if I start gagging and throwing up on stream? I'm on Twitch front page right now. I don't want to throw up all over everybody. Have to wait for Vomit Sundays. It's like the gimmick. Not happening on a Wednesday, not for free. My dog ate some of my 3DS games. Did he have good taste? Which ones were they? Chain of Memories?
I thought I got poisoned. This story begins...
I already heard that one, dude. Come on.
When I was in 6th grade, a poet came and visited my...
Pop for the grade. Thank you. Thank you. We got a grade.
When I was in 6th grade, a poet came and visited my school and talked to all the middle schoolers in an assembly.
Uh-huh.
At the end of his talk, he allowed people to ask questions.
Okay.
Several people raised their hand and asked him things about his writing or his life. Then I thought up a question and raised my hand. He called on me. I stood up in front of 400 kids, and my mind went blank. To this day I still don't know what I meant to ask. Just that the words, "Who do you think is most likely to start World War III?" came out of my mouth.
That's a profound-ass kid. This kid is thinking about the real issues. What am I doing up here writing poetry? This is the top of all the kids' minds. How did bro answer?
My friends have not let me live this down, and I'm a junior in college now.
Wait, did he not answer? You didn't tell me how he answered? Dude, that's crazy. I wanted so badly to know what he would say. How does a poet handle this? Surely they had to let you down easy. That's a deep-ass question. How old were you? Middle school. 6th grade. Dude, that's a deep-ass kid. I like that, man. He doesn't want to spoil the answer. Hey, if you want to write back in, we'll have a part 2. Write back into your story. I want to know how it ends. That's really good. That's fun. Coney, is YouTube going to learn about Supermaning a hoe? God willing. Sometimes the editors leave stuff out, and I'm shocked. Did you guys realize that on the latest Shitty Genie video, they took out the part with the crossing out the 10 and putting the 12 up? They took that out. I was like, damn, that sucks. That was really funny. But I guess it's also funny if you don't see it, like, explicitly, and then it just pops up on the screen. You're like, wait, who changed the... That's kind of fun. So maybe that's good. That confused me when I saw the video, yeah. They didn't do the evil bit either? Wait, they didn't say evil? I probably got demonetized then. I'm trying to cuss less so I make more in videos. Dude, I think me cursing is killing my CPM. I gotta be more family friendly. So I could get more Twitch front page time. It got silent bleeped. What is CPM? Cost per mil. It's how much money I make per 1,000 views. It's what we say in the YouTube biz, showbiz. Even if you get less money, keep the swears. It makes it funny. 12-year-old in chat. Also, rhyming chat. Gruntilda in chat. It's pretty good. Who do you think is most likely to start World War III? Me, if I don't get 2,900 subs. I'm going to do something drastic. You know how close I live to the White House? To Washington, D.C.? I'm going to do it. There's a joke in Minecraft. I'm on the front page. I shouldn't do that. I hope Joe Biden isn't watching. It's a fake gun. It's a Nerf gun. See? It's not real. See? It's a Nerf gun. Not a real thing. Couldn't assault the president.
I almost accidentally sent someone to the hospital.
Okay.
When I was in freshman year of high school, I participated in a marching band competition.
What if it suddenly turned real and you died? That would be, it would start quite a conversation, I think, on Twitch and the world at large. If you showed this clip, well, people would thought that I just did a real gun. People would thought that I had the Nerf gun and a real gun right in front of me, and I just picked the wrong one. But if it turned real in the middle of me holding it, that would be quite a news story, I think. Live stream fail. Coney fucking kills himself on stream. What a fail. Right above Asmongold reacting to XQC and Northern lying, the lion telling a chatter that they're stupid. Just right in the middle, right there. That's good.
When I was in freshman year of high school, I participated in a marching band competition. As we were leaving, every student had to pick up our black duffel bag containing...
Still get less discussion than Destiny reacts to Hassan. True.
As we were leaving, every student had to pick up our black duffel bag containing our belongings.
Yep.
As I was trying to find my bag, I first picked up a bag I thought was mine and threw some yellow cylinder in the trash because I thought it was garbage.
Tennis balls?
As I continued looking through that bag, a friend told me they found my bag,
That was
and
uranium?
they dropped the first bag and left without a second thought.
Okay.
As we got on the bus to leave, the band parents started handing out snacks, including Nutter Butters, to all of the students.
Oh, no. It was an EpiPen.
Things were normal until one kid started wheezing uncontrollably. One parent screamed, "He's allergic to peanuts." The wheezing kid is motioning to his bag, and the parents begin searching his bag frantically.
Chatter,
I
this
then
is
realized what
manslaughter.
has happened. The bag I first grabbed was the wheezing kid's bag, and the yellow cylinder I tossed in the trash was this kid's pipe.
Holy shit.
I wanted to tell a band parent what happened, but there were two issues.
Oh, really?
One issue being the trash can I threw the pipe in and is roughly 3 miles away from the bus.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, the one issue is I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not trying to catch a case. You know what I'm saying? Get processed for something I didn't even do wrong.
The other issue being if I tell them what happened, I might face severe repercussions for my action.
Yeah, like jail.
So I kept silent but told the parents to escort the kid off the bus to get him away from the peanut butter.
Oh, okay, so now you're directing traffic. Hey, I don't know who did this. I don't know who possibly could have done this, but let's get this kid off the fucking bus. Driver, go! Driver, go! Book it!
The kid recovered from anaphylaxis safely.
Good, okay.
Did I feel bad? Initially, yes.
What do you mean?
However, I feel less bad now because 1 month later the kid got arrested for indecent exposure.
Oh, awesome. Cool. You know, if you killed that kid, he couldn't have done that. If you killed him before, then he wouldn't have done that. So really, you're like Batman and the Joker. You should have just done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have saved someone some trouble. You let him back out off the bus. The indecent exposure was your fault, really. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why? So that's a good point, Top Tier Harley. Why did the child allergic to peanut butter eat the snack called Nutter Butters, shaped like a peanut? Why did he do that? Huh. Interesting. I cannot imagine being allergic to peanuts. How do you get through the day? How do you not die instantly all the time? Dude, I can't fathom there being something that is all over the world at all times in every food establishment, and any contact to it will kill you very quickly. Isn't that crazy? There's just something on the planet all over the place that will kill you, and you have to be aware of it at all times. That's horrifying. Oh my God. My brother is so allergic that even the smell will start to make his airways close. That is unfathomable. I can't believe that. What a horrifying way to live. I wouldn't be able to do it. I would pop my ult. I can't do it, man. There's peanuts everywhere. How did a gene pool make it that far? Yeah, how is that gene still, like, among us? You know what I mean? That shouldn't be around anymore. I'm allergic to eggs? That's worse. Eggs are everywhere, too. Jesus Christ, man. I'm a little worried because when I was I was tested as a kid and I had no allergies, right? And now apparently you get tested every 7 years because every 7 years you're a whole new person, you have full new cells. I've never been tested again. So one day peanuts just might kill me. I might die to a peanut. And I can't think of any worse way to go out. What a horrible way to die. A fucking peanut. I could walk into a Five Guys expecting a lovely, delicious umami treat. God. Scary. I gained an ibuprofen allergy. That's fucked up. That's what I'm saying, man. God. You could just put something in your mouth that you don't know you're going to die to. Isn't that awful? Shit. I never Yeah, that's a good point. Mr. Peanut is like an avatar of death for some people. He's like a Slender Man to some people. He'll kill you just by being near you. Huh. Never really thought about that. He should have stayed dead. I think he's back, but he's the baby, right?
Let me paint a picture here.
Okay.
It's somewhere around 2019, 2020.
Okay.
I'm in college. I'm a lesbian in Texas.
Okay.
And I'm still getting over a sudden breakup.
Okay.
There's not much real estate for women who like women, especially not when you're majoring in video game design and hang out with sweaty nerd guys.
Okay.
But, a twist. A girl a year younger than me I befriended from a club asks me out.
That's sweet.
I accept. But I'm torn because I am not that attracted to this person.
Okay.
I say to myself that it's still worth a shot, and I could even grow to really
your
like
options
her.
are limited,
But
sure.
I'm realizing that I still don't feel those sparks after 2 months or so. Guilt racks up in me. Everyone I talk to, family and friends, says that I really shouldn't continue being in this relationship because neither of us will be happy, and eventually I agree.
Okay.
The next time I see her, I try to explain myself. The whole "it's not you, it's me" shtick, because I really don't know how else I could go about this.
Yeah, that's not your fault.
I don't want to lead her on.
Yeah.
She's definitely disappointed, but we're still on amicable terms from my POF, and I try to move on.
That's sweet. Okay.
Flash forward a week later, she confronts me after class and smacks me down for betraying her, saying I was her last chance at love after her previous partner died in a car crash and that I was horrible for leading her on. I genuinely don't know what to say. We have mutual friends, so we still have to see each other often, and Game Jam is coming up, so we want to make a game for the event. The venue for the reveal of the theme is downtown, so I need a taxi since I don't know my way around it well yet.
Okay.
Turns out she doesn't either, so now I'm sitting in a taxi with my ex-girlfriend who has very specific trauma with automobiles.
Oh my god.
And this driver must have been my personalized demon, because he almost rams into several cars on the way there. Game Jam goes off without a hitch after this, and my ex then makes her animation project the next semester a mini ukulele music video about our breakup. It's presented to everyone in the major. I haven't dated since, by the way.
Oh my god, I wouldn't either! Holy shit, I would swear off the people forever! I would never go on another date after that. That's traumatizing. What the fuck? After 2 months together? I don't think that could have gone any worse. How did you... Okay. How do you have the most sexually and gender diverse audience ever? You are the most normal man. I don't. I have a 4% women audience. Tonight is ladies' night on the Coney stream. Somehow we missed March, just barely. Yeah. I don't know why we're so diverse tonight. Hey, happy to have it. Thanks everybody. 4 it went up. Let me check YouTube right now. I think YouTube says 4, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Analytics. Audience. Damn, did you know that 24% of you are not subscribed? It's really low, actually. Less than normal. 5% female. No way! We're getting there. Almost a 50-50. Only need a little bit more. This one's dedicated to all the ladies out there. That feels weird. I shouldn't have said that. Did that make... No. Ladies night on Cringe Confessional. Too far. I'm back down to 4. My bad. Okay. Yeah, 93% male, 5.4% female, and 2% user specified. And I don't know what that means, but... Okay. Good story. Never date again. Never make any genuine connection with another human being. Stay in your room forever.
When I was 4, I was home alone with my dad.
Uh-huh.
My dad locked himself in his room asleep all day.
Oh, that's sad.
So I was watching Max and Ruby. They started ice skating, so I had an idea.
Chatter, that's very sad. I don't want to blaze past that. That's very sad. I'm sorry for you. Dad is depressed. Well, Dad Dad has a job to do as a parent. Come on, man. That's so sad. Okay. There's nothing sadder to me than a kid just on their own. I don't know why. That's just maybe because I'm a dad now. I'm a softie. Just like a kid in a room in the dark with the TV on. I don't know. That makes me sad. I think now when you have a kid, it's different. You know. You were a latchkey kid also? Yeah, but I was, but it wasn't like my mom was at work. It's different when they're home. You know what I mean? I was a latchkey kid, but it was because my mom was at work. This is different. Yeah. My mom was a single mom working. I shouldn't have stopped everything for that. I'm just a big softie because I have a kid. It's very sad. You are literally a dad locked in your room without your kid. No, she's right here. She's been listening the whole time. She's right there. I say, hi, sweetie. She's with mommy, okay?
I spilled.
That'd be worse, wouldn't it, if she was listening to all this?
So I was watching Max and Ruby. They started ice skating, so I had an idea. I spilled cat litter all over the floor, and then put dish soap all over the wood floor.
Oh my god!
Then I got my dad's Adam Sandler discs, then skated on the discs until my mom came home. She was clueless and screamed at me.
What the fuck is that? What? I had a great idea. Let me overturn the cat litter box and then pour dish soap on it. And then I'm going to skate on some CDs. Are you okay? You need parents around. Stupid babies need the most attention.
After she found out, my dad never watched me alone again.
Yeah. Maybe there's a valuable lesson for dad, too. Yeah, okay, a happy ending. Hey, the whole family is brought back together through the antics of one lovable rascal. That's beautiful. Like a Lifetime TV movie. That's great. Problem child. Good story. Yeah, Dad, maybe get it together. Holy shit. Okay, all right. More Adam Sandler than poop stories today. Isn't it weird that's our third Adam Sandler story today? Isn't that crazy? My friend group just alerted me that my story got in. Hi, I'm the lesbian that got ukuleled, and I still haven't dated since, and probably for like 3 more years. You might want to go a little bit longer than that. I would say you're probably safe for the next like 20 years. Maybe just be an old spinster. You know what I mean? Just like go all the way, adopt some cats. I don't know if dating is for you after that. After that story, I don't know. Love is out there for most people. For you, I don't know. Maybe you rolled a natty 1 or what, but yeesh. She literally did nothing wrong is the worst part. Yeah, you played every card right, and it still just was a disaster. I think the real message here is you should stay with people even if you don't like them. Just see it out. Give it the old college try, right? You should help them. Save everyone you meet. Down to 4%. Well, it was a good ride while it lasted. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Lunk. Be their personal therapist. Best thing you can do in a relationship. Very nice. Second best thing you can do in a relationship is subscribe to the Coney stream. Have it said at one time. We are 1 away from the sub goal. Check that out. 2877. We only need 1 more to hit the sub goal. 2878. Go ahead and subscribe. Use Twitch Prime for a free sub or Tier 1. It works for HBox, so I'm going to do it for me too. Come on, everybody. Let's subscribe to the Twitch stream and maybe get the sub goal. Come on. Come on, everybody.
How do you feel about spirits?
Like ghosts? Kind of scary.
How many times have you considered if predicting the future is real?
A couple, maybe like a dozen over my lifetime.
Well, my great-grandma was really in tune with what she said were her powers.
Oh, okay.
For
You got a
instance,
magic
she
grandma.
predicted that my dad's dog would die on her birthday 7 months prior,
Did it
and that
happen?
it she'd die in my grandparents' guest bedroom before it was added on.
Okay, does
Both
grandma
came
just want
true,
attention?
and whether or
Oh,
not you
shit,
believe this
okay.
is up to you, but I confidently do.
Okay, sure. All right, so your grandma is magical and in touch with the spirit realm. Okay, please go on, dear chatter. Do you see 5 gifties in my immediate future?
With the context out of the way, many years
I'm getting a sign. I'm getting some vibrations. I see 100 gifties coming in. I see great fortune falling upon a streamer very soon. Come on, Grandma.
with the context out of the way, many years later, there's me.
Oh, my God. Oh, there it is. My vision. It came true. There it is. The iconic Capital 5. How did we know? Unbelievable. Thanks, Grandma. She was right the whole time. Only 95 more left.
With the context out of the way, many years later, there's me, a kid no one knew due to recently changed districts.
Okay.
A few months in, I didn't
Very
really
mystical.
talk too much. English was no different, till one day I was really loopy.
Okay.
Sleep deprived and all from being a stressed straight A's honors student in wrestling and soon baseball.
Damn,
I got
you
a
did a lot.
conversation started at my table and somehow jumped to the subject of spirits, death,
Yeah.
and my great-grandma's experiences.
Uh-huh.
When on this subject I got really loud and controlling over it and the whole class heard me go on. Unaware others could hear me. I decided to try and be a smartass to my group and say imagine I died tomorrow. I got looks and nervous stares from everyone.
That's really fun. I love doing that. I love doing that. That's my favorite thing. What if I died tomorrow, stream? Wouldn't that be so crazy? What if I don't show up for stream? Wouldn't that be insane?
Now aware, I swiftly shut
I
up.
love doing that. That's
Kicker
very
was
fun.
though, I said this forgetting the next day I was getting my wisdom teeth pulled. 2 weeks later, I'm back at school with many people were looking off put.
I thought you were doing that shit for attention. They thought you were really trying to worry some people, man.
I couldn't figure out why until someone commented that I was alive. I couldn't help but laugh at how I had scared
That's
the entire
extremely
class,
funny.
but a good chunk of people were still uncomfortable
That's
around
really
me.
good.
However, it's a funny and somewhat eerie story that only I can tell.
That's a great story. They definitely thought you were attention starved. They definitely thought you just needed some people to pay attention. That's very good. What a great story. Who's Ghost Boy? Is Ghost Boy in chat? Thank you so much for writing in. This is great. For real though, what if I did die tomorrow? What would happen then? I'm gonna say this every stream, and then eventually I will die. I'm gonna be streaming when I'm 80. What if I died tomorrow? And then I will. And then everybody's gonna be like, no way! No way, he did! He was right! I'd refund my sub. You wouldn't keep it going out of memory? I think the sub should go in perpetuity, in memory of my achievements. Right? I hereby give this $5 tithe in memoriam. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Espirite, I don't know what they say. Run a prediction. I'll run a prediction. Does Coney show up for stream tomorrow? No, my points. I mean, somebody would bet no and make a lot of coins. somebody hiring an assassin to kill me just for Coney coins.
I started college in 2020,
Okay.
which means our first year of class was all on Zoom.
Is there any worse time to be alive and to start school than this? Other than like the Great Depression or the plague. This has to be one of the worst times to be 1930s. Okay, that doesn't count. Wars don't count. The Ice Age? Okay, smartass. The Titanic. That's not... Okay.
For the most part,
Just
I would
naming
just
bad
put my
things.
Zoom call on in the background.
What if you started high school on the Titanic? Oh, man, that sucks. Wow.
For the most part, I would just put my Zoom call on in the background while I played games on my other monitor.
Yeah.
For a while, I was really into chess. One week, I was having a lot of computer issues, so I had to wipe my computer and reinstall Zoom, along with all my other programs.
Sure.
As I would soon learn, Zoom's default settings is to not mute your microphone when you join a call, and of course, I forgot to change this.
Sure.
Because I have to voice my frustration whenever I play games. It meant that I spent about 20 minutes in a Zoom call with more than half of my freshman class occasionally moaning, and, to top it off, I blundered my queen and said, "Oh, fuck, my queen."
This guy has a really unhealthy attachment to his adult viewing habits. That's very parasocial. You must be a really big fan. My queen! Why is he doing that to my queen? Oh my god, dude. Holy shit, that's really good.
I blundered my queen and
That's
said,
not the end.
"Oh, fuck, my queen."
Oh my
I still
God.
haven't lived it down, and it didn't help that there is a remix of this floating around on YouTube.
Send it right now. Send it anonymously. Get it. You gotta send it. This is so... It's the new Cringe Confessional theme song. Please. Please, dude. Holy shit, man. That's so good. I need that. If you're listening, please tell me you're still watching the Coney stream. I need that so bad. That's so good. Chatter, if you're here, please send it to me. Just, you gotta find a way. That's unbelievable. The idea of somebody just moaning through the entirety of class and then, oh, fuck, my queen. Oh, my God. Oh, that's good. What reason are you moaning to chess? Because that shit kind of hard when you blunder a pawn, right? Or a bishop? Imagine you lose a bishop. Oh! Shit's tough. Please, Queen Boy, you need to send me this song. Please. Oh, fuck, my bishop. My horse. Ugh. Oh, that's funny. That's so good. Oh, I love this story. That is an excellent story. By the way, I'm sure that happened all the time, right? Like, were you guys in class during COVID? Do I have any young chatters that are, like, in high school during COVID? Probably, right? In college or high school. Could you just do something on your other monitor the whole time? Like, how do you even manage that as a teacher? How do you take tests? Because you could just open book it and cheat. Easiest 4.0 for 2 years. There's monitor tracking. That's fucked up. Can you not object to having spyware installed on your PC? What if I get an ad of a elf getting railed by an orc? Everyone I knew just cheated and didn't learn shit. Okay, well. I cheated a lot too in college. I feel like it's weird. I cheated all the time in college, like constantly. And apparently it's like a normal thing. Like, how many people aren't cheating? I think a lot. Is it just in here? Like, is it just in the... I don't know. Like, literally everyone cheats? Everyone? It can't be true. There are doctors. I'm not going to the same college as doctors. I was a comms major, so all of us probably cheated. What the fuck am I learning molecular biology for? Hard to cheat in music school. Oh, true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I guess some courses are really hard to cheat in. That's a good point, actually. Huh. Coney was a comm major? Dude, it's not because it was an easy degree. I like media and communications. I think that shit is neat. Come on, man. I was genuinely interested. And then I went to a historically smart college for STEM. My fucking college is a STEM college, and they just launched a media and communications degree. And I went there. I didn't learn anything. Stupid. I like communications. Coney learning about the inverted pyramid at a STEM college. Dude, I found out my college that I went to is one of the top chess schools in the country. What school? UMBC. I don't know if they are still, but they were like one of the best chess schools. It's just like math and engineering and shit. Go dogs. Yeah. So stupid. I just went there because they said yes. I should have gone to Towson. Towson is the media and communications school, and that's also the party school. But my ass didn't want to pay for board because I didn't have money. I didn't want to start life in debt. What? What is he
Took
doing
an online
here?
gym class in 2020 and faked every single workout for the easiest day in my entire life. COVID was crazy, bro.
Well, now there's also ChatGPT. And, like, the AI is going to progress faster than the tools to curb it. You know what I mean? That's tough. I completed the entirety of Persona 5 in a week during online school. Bro, I definitely would be playing some JRPG shit. Yeah. School is legit fucked. Well, I've heard that, like, apparently new generations now have a lot of trouble, like illiteracy is on the rise. And I think that's a different conversation. But, like, apparently that's, like, a big problem. It's weird. And I only hear this from, you know, news and Twitter and chat. So I don't know how much of this is true, but... New Jersey is opening a media lit course 2025. I think, I genuinely, and this is real, I think studying media is paramount to being a normal functioning adult. Being able to discern what you are being told and sort of disseminated throughout the populace. You need to, and I don't think it's something that we were ready for as a human species, for everyone to have a voice in social media and for, you know, the stuff that's being sent out across communications to be sort of infected by cynicism because everybody just believed what was in the newspapers back in the fucking 50s and 60s or whatever. But having a critical eye over that shit is more important than ever. Is that why boomers go kind of crazy? I personally think so. I think that boomers were told their entire lives to trust what's in front of them because they understand there are cost prohibitive measures toward getting information out there. So you listen to the news on TV and you read it in the newspaper because the only people that are telling you that have a lot of money, which means they have to be telling the truth, which means as truth gets diluted, that might not be the right word, but as truth starts to get swirled into this weird mess, into the slush, into the mud that we live in now, distorted maybe, yeah, is a better word, now they don't know up from down. Obfuscated, perhaps, yeah. It's a fucked up world, man. It's crazy the generation that went through Nam has so much establishment loyalty. I was going to say, I think that's part of it. But then again, like, there is a lot of anti-Nam sentiment. Like, that's, like, the whole point of a lot of those movements. So you think, yeah, you're right. You think there'd be more of a critical eye. I don't know. Anyway, my viewers are going down, so let's get back to poop stories. My bad, everybody. I like talking to chat sometimes. I'm also a slave to the system. Yeah. Thanks, Axe to Grind. I genuinely tuned you out. Yeah, my bad. Sometimes I just yap. I think media is cool and important. And I like communicating. Check it out. Oh, shit, my viewers. Oh, no.
This is when I was really young.
Okay.
My parents were preparing me for my big first day of kindergarten.
Aww.
Teaching me proper etiquette, how to sit crisscross applesauce, not to pick my nose, etc. The first day rolls around and they bring me to school, and for the first day, the parents are allowed to be there for the first couple days so the kids don't freak out.
Yeah, sometimes
Not even 10 minutes into the day, I noticed something they didn't prepare me for, and I looked back at them. Yelling at the top of my lungs, I exclaimed, "You didn't tell me girls would be here."
Oh, no!
My parents prepared me for everything else besides the fact that girls would be there. They were so flustered and I was mad at them for the rest of the day. The other parents and teachers were laughing so hard from what my parents told me, they felt really embarrassed.
Oh, man.
This is my earliest memory, so whenever I think back, this always pops up in my mind.
They sent you into a cootie war zone. Girls! Oh, that's really good. That's the crazy thing about kids, dude. They don't know shit. You have to tell them everything. They have zero awareness of the world around them. You have to tell them not to walk in the middle of the street and to look out for cars. They don't understand that cars go fast. It's crazy. The world is scary, man. You got to tell kids all kinds of shit. That must have been an awkward... Oh, no, it's the rhyming guy. And you highlighted the message, too. I'm not reading your message out of principle. Trying to make me cast some incantations. You can tell kids all kinds of shit, but you're always going to forget something. Kids are so stupid. And now they can't read. Girls! There are girls in the Coney stream?
At this game design workshop, I met this girl. We started talking, and we were flirting with each other. At the end of the week, I got her Instagram. When I went back to school, I told all of my friends. Every day for the next week until holidays, I would talk to her after school.
Okay.
We would constantly flirt over text, and my friends were hyping me up about asking her out.
Okay.
After about 2.5 weeks of talking to her, I had a bunch of my friends over for dinner and I was texting her.
Uh-huh.
I asked her what she was doing, and she replied, "I'm just heading to my boyfriend's house, B." During this, I was mirroring my phone to my TV and watching YouTube with my friends.
Man.
For the rest of the night, I sat depressed in a corner.
That's tough. Damn. You were plan B. Happens to the best of... Well, not to me, but it happens to the best of you. Happens to you guys. It happens. It happens. Damn, they did all see it because he was mirroring his phone to the TV. Oh. No, that's okay. Because your friends can understand the pain that you went through. No, your friends are there for you in that moment. At least they should have been. No, that's fucked up. Man, someone didn't tell this kid about deceit and trickery. I mean, that's the same as telling them about girls. Am I right, fellas? You gotta tell them the whole kit and caboodle. AWOL. It's true. Sorry, man. Down to 3%? Whatever. They weren't going to stay anyway. That's really tough. Let's shoot for 1%. Let's do it. Come on, everybody. Nah, this is just sad. It happens to everybody, though. You know, her boyfriend isn't giving her... Maybe she was making him jealous. So, you helped out their relationship by being really sad and pathetic. So... Good on you. You made some other couple happy. So good. That's nice. You served a purpose. Congrats. Remember how I told you guys that I always want to get a haircut until it does something cool? Check this out. You see this little curly bit? I look like Elvis. Isn't this cool? It's kind of nice, right? See? Told you, man. No? You don't like it? You look like Superman. Oh, true. I do. Wow, Clark Kent with the glasses. Yeah. Elvis died on the shitter. Be careful. Is that real? Did he really do that? You look like a slut. What made you think you could talk to me that way? Take it easy. Good heavens. You look youth pastor pill. Why do people keep saying that? I don't even have the button-up shirt today.
During my senior year of high school, I joined my yearbook staff.
Okay.
We were tasked with selling at least 2 ads for the yearbook to fund it.
Okay.
I took up the responsibility of selling an ad to our local...
Stop. We haven't changed the voice in a while. Let's go back to jolly old England. We go Grace.
I took up the responsibility...
No, I don't like Grace. Lucy, maybe? How about Lucy?
I took up the responsibility of selling an ad to our local Wingstop.
That was on
I jokingly
accident!
told our staff that I'd pick up...
Just sent in my story. Hey, listen, man, it's probably going to be a year before I listen to it. I got to be honest. It's going to be a while. The stories I'm listening to tonight are from July of last year. So, hey, thanks for writing in, though.
I jokingly...
Actually, if you want, I'll look it up right now. I have the full spreadsheet. I'll look at your story right fucking now if you don't want it to be anonymous. I could do it. Very funny.
I jokingly told our staff that I'd pick up a chicken sandwich while selling the ad one day. My class...
It talks about a toaster. All right, you know what, man? I'll look it up after this, all right?
We were tasked with selling at least 2 ads for the yearbook to fund it.
I'll do it after this.
I took up the responsibility of selling an ad to our local Wingstop.
Smart.
I jokingly told our staff that I'd pick up a chicken sandwich while selling the ad one day. My class was pretty barren, and we didn't have much work to do. I was sitting at the front of the classroom and decided to be productive, so I called Wingstop to sell an ad to them.
Sure.
I had sold an ad to a local business prior, so I knew I could nail it again. A lady picked up, and I asked to speak to their manager.
Right.
She took my name, phone number, and associated school before putting me on hold.
Okay.
My yearbook teacher asked me if I needed to go into the closet to get a little more privacy. I was pretty confident in my marketing skills, so I declined, and right after the manager picks up. Hello, what can I do you for? I panicked and lost my train of thought. I tried to piece together who and why I was calling. I realized that I'm calling Wingstop and quickly remember that I recall wanting to order something from them.
Okay.
Hello, can I please get a chicken sandwich? My yearbook teacher looks at me in shock and the rest of the class is appalled. The other end of the phone call was really silent, and I'm freaking out over what I just said. I realized that I might have just blew it and they will most likely not buy an ad from us. The lady from before can be heard on the phone shouting, "Do you think this is a joke? Is this a prank?" Trying to salvage what little respect I have, I say, "That wasn't me. That was my little brother on the phone." At this point, the entire class is looking at me making a fool of myself.
Never mind.
The lady, furious, says, "Don't ever call us again," and hangs up.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Needless to say, the next 2 classes I had with my yearbook teacher that day were awkward.
I can imagine everybody on both ends of the phone are like, what is the punchline here? Like the people at the Wingstop and in the class are like, what bit is he running? What's the joke? This surely has to end in something really funny, right? Didn't even get the chicken sit that okay, all right. That is a bizarre sequence of events, but it's very good. Good story. Thank you for writing in. All right, give me 1 second. I have to look something up. Oh my God, I just looked at it, and I see all the way back from May 2022. Do you guys want to know what the first Cringe confession ever was? I have 10,000 hours in the game Geometry Dash. I once called my boss my mom One time I ate a whole pineapple. Yeah, there's a lot of shit in here that... Oh, my God, it goes back so far. Oh, good Lord. Because people didn't know what Cringe Confessional really was yet, so... Oh, my God, we got a lot of stories today. Holy shit. Dude, today, just today, we got 23 stories. Oh, my God. All right. Okay, a lot of people did toaster things. Okay. I put my finger in a toaster because I thought it wasn't on. Somebody else just said a toaster. What time did you send it? I'm watching your stream right now and I'm pooping and peeing my pants. Find the first toaster one. I can't! Wait. There's so many stories tonight. I don't see any toasters. The finger one was mine. I'm going to kill that guy. Everyone else get out of the way. Everyone else run. All right. Did I get him? Oh, I missed. Who'd I hit? My bad, Cal Cable. My bad. I gotta take I need that sniper thing. I need the sniper device. All right, I'll get him. All right, you're out of here. 30 minutes. Take a break. That puts me on edge like a jump scare. Like I said, I'm on the Twitch front page apparently, so that could be somebody's pop-up. Shit's scary. Hey Coney, what's this? My plane. Okay. I don't know why you're going to use this. It's so stupid. There you go. Read the summer camp one from today. No, man. That's not how this works. You can't hijack the front of the stream. Pay chatter? This is not going to happen very often. Okay. I don't know why There you go. Hey, it's great to see positivity on the Coney stream. Thanks, everybody. You guys are so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are so kind. Thank you for being so nice tonight. I'm not giving you muh. I don't like muh. All right. Everybody shut up. Back to work. We got a couple left. Shut up. Send it.
Turns out, I was undiagnosed autistic and ADHD my whole life.
Okay.
How did I not see it sooner? Me and my friends were hanging out. We were around 8-10.
Okay.
I was always the weird one of the group. No one took me that seriously or cared about me much, so I used to do some wild stuff for attention. One day they were talking about their crushes' girlfriends, and I felt incredibly left out.
That's tough.
Although I had crushes on girls at that point, it either went nowhere or they were just fictional.
Okay.
Now what happened next will make no sense to you. But it does to me. I tried to convince them I was dating Raven.
Oh,
the Raven
boy.
from Teen Titans. Specifically the one in the show.
Ooh. You're right. Doesn't make sense to me. But I'll hear you out.
The Raven from Teen Titans. Specifically the one in the show.
Okay.
This wasn't just a single. No, I'm totally dating someone. Her name is Raven. Moment no. I went all in trying to convince my group of friends I was dating the Raven.
Like, the cartoon character. Like Teen Titans.
Not for an hour. Not for a day. Over 2 weeks, I was constantly arguing against them that no, I was dating the Teen Titan superhero Raven Roth.
Okay.
She was totally into me and definitely real and 1000% my girlfriend.
Alright.
There's no grand finale either. They kept arguing that I wasn't dating her and eventually I stopped bringing it up. After about a month.
You're like a character from Superbad. It's like I could see this in like a Judd Apatow comedy. A kid who just keeps saying like, I'm definitely dating Sydney Sweeney. No, you're not. Stop. But it's even worse because it's a cartoon. What's the end game here? Like, were they going to be impressed? Were they going to be like, oh, really? Raven? She's so cute. Oh. If you saw Raven, you would get it. I don't think I would. I don't think I would, Chatter. I know what Raven looks like vaguely. No way, I liked her. How'd you meet her? What a bizarre... Okay. I feel like this... What part of it is it in me that thinks this is not that uncommon? I feel like this happens more than you would think. I don't know why. Because this is like 8 to 10. There's got to be one like 8 to 10-year-old out there, or a couple, probably more than you would consider, that are convincing other kids on the playground that they are dating cartoon characters. That has to be common. Evil General, that does not... that has no bearing on the conversation at hand. Thank you for your message. Duly noted. Duly noted. I will remember that. I'll keep that in mind. There sure is. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure you're aware. Yeah, were you suggesting it? Like as a stream segment? I'm busy. I can't. That's funny. Yeah, if you guys want some homework to do, you could do that.
As a young child, I was terrified of being kissed.
Okay.
I was in reception, and every break time the class would be let loose into a small playground which was separated from the older kids' playground. The playground itself was quite small and overall nothing remarkable.
Okay.
There was a little plastic play area, some toys and a sandpit.
Okay.
Every break time the class played a game called Kiss Chasey.
The adults should shut that down right away.
Every break time the class played a game called Kiss Chasey.
We need more
Essentially,
adults.
the girls would run around trying to catch and kiss the boys. I hated it so much, I would try and hide by building a mound of sand in the sandpit, and hiding behind it.
Unironically, I actually do think this was a common thing, at least when I was a kid. I do think kids played like this, come to think of it. I do think I remember this. I remember getting chased by girls in preschool, in kindergarten. It was hugs for us. Yeah, I remember getting chased by girls and they would kiss me on the cheek or whatever. And I'd be like, ew, girls, no! I do think this is a thing. Why? Flex? Yeah, I was very popular. Yeah, I was very, I was cute. I was a cute kid, you know?
I hated it so much, I would try. It worked quite well, as the sandpit was placed quite awkwardly in the corner. And while
you still are? Oh, you're sweet. The hair's ugly, though. Don't try to trick me.
It worked quite well, as the sandpit was placed quite awkwardly in the corner. Yep. And whilst I did have to run away a few times, I was fast, so they struggled to catch me. Well, this one time I ended up cornered. They had got me. I don't remember how many times I was kissed, I just remember the fear.
Did you lash out like a cornered animal? Claws and teeth everywhere? Did you send kids to the hospital?
They had got... I didn't want to go out for lunch after that. I couldn't risk going back out there. So I hid in the corner behind the bags when the other kids were leaving the class.
Dramatic ass kid.
However, once the door shut, I panicked. I was alone in a classroom and I was terrified and admittedly hungry. It must have been around 30 minutes until a teacher ended up walking into the classroom. She made sure to send me immediately to get my lunch. However, there was a problem. My year group had already left. We had a small dining hall, so year groups were filtered in at different times to make sure it didn't fill up. By the time I had composed myself, only the year 5 seconds and 6 seconds were there.
Okay.
I was freaking out, as they seemed terrifying. I broke down into tears again as I ate away at my food. That was not the end of it, however, as, after I finished my food, a girl in year 6 came up to me and tried to give me a hug because she felt bad for me. However, as you probably guessed, little me was scared to death, so I ran away as fast as I could put of the dining hall, through the big playground and into the reception one. That day was the most traumatizing day of my life.
All right. You have some repressed trauma. You must, right? Surely we did not have a normal childhood. Something's going on here. I wish you the best. I suggest you take this story and copy and paste it and find a professional in your area. This is quite a story. Reverse the roles. Well, yeah, wait a minute. That's true. Maybe I'm the patriarchy here. No, I think you're right. I think if we revert, I'm the patriarchy. You might be right. That might be correct. We did this in kindergarten, but my ass never got caught. Oh, so you never got a kiss from a girl. Giga Chad. They have cooties, actually. What a long story. What a long, bizarre tale. I got caught so hard in this game, I fell face first on the pavement and bled buckets. How often are people playing Kiss Chasey? I didn't know it was this popular. Kiss Chasey is all the rage. I got sent to detention for it. Must be a regional thing. You can't play Kiss Chasey everywhere. First time I heard of that game, I do remember the game. I also remember one time they were playing, and there was a kid named Thomas that was a bully, and I tripped him with my foot, like a cartoon character, because he was running, and I put my foot out. However, I did it on the bridge. Like, imagine one of those big play sets with, like, the bridge that goes, like, boom, boom, boom. Except it was, like, 10 feet in the air. Or at least it felt like that. Now, looking back as a kid, it probably wasn't. Yeah, he fell off. But he was fine. He was fine. He was like 6. Kids just bounce. They don't get hurt. He did cry a lot, though, so W for me. Fuck Thomas.
In my youth, maybe 5th to 6th grade, there was this girl that I had a huge, massive crush on. We'll call her Ariana.
Okay.
I practically had a crush on her the entire year. She has zero interest in me.
Yeah.
She wasn't mean about it, but it was abundantly obvious. Anyway, it got down to what I believe was the last day, and that morning I think to myself, today is the day. So what do? I asked my mom to write a phone number on a sticky note. Oh, but not just that. I get her to write guess who this is. My mom's number. I had a phone number. I guess I couldn't be bothered to check my own file. We get to school, maybe about halfway through the day, and I show my friend the note.
Okay, wait. I'm having trouble following. You liked the girl at school, so you got your mom to write guess who this is and her phone number on a note to leave for the girl. Right? He's lying to his friend? His mom trying to trick his friend into thinking his mom is the girl. That's what it is? Okay, we're tricking your friend into thinking the mom is the girl the Ariana. I do remember Ariana. Yes, understood. Okay.
My mom's now. We'll call my friend Jasper.
Okay, that's
and
another
since
wrinkle.
I wanted to be anonymous, I wonder how to deliver the note. Wait till she leaves to go to the bathroom to deliver the note? No. That would be too easy. I get Jasper, poor Jasper, to deliver the note while she's at her desk. Oh, but I'm not done yet. She says nothing to Jasper as he delivers it, and says nothing until lunch, and then she goes directly up to Jasper and says, in the harshest fucking tone ever, full-on gritting teeth, I'm not dating you.
That's it. Okay. So, got it. I think I understand now. Get owned, Jasper. Jasper got owned epically. Thanks, Jasper, for taking one for the team. Yeah. Jasper's like, what the fuck she say fuck me for? What did I do? I didn't even do anything. I didn't even look at the note. This is just that Guess Who Likes You scene from The Simpsons with Milhouse and Lisa. It's just the same thing. Poor Jasper, man. Yeah, I love that emote. I'll use it anytime I can. Good story. You should work on your storytelling, though. That was like a C-. It was very confusing. I didn't quite follow that. It was a tough one. Maybe proofread in the future. OP gets mom to write her number and for it to look anon. Then OP gets Jasper to give the note to Ariana, who knows what's up and denies OP and Chatter. No, she only said it to Jasper. She didn't know it was OP. She didn't. I'm done with this. This is stupid. No more of this story.
One afternoon, my little brother and I were booked for an appointment at the dentist.
Oh!
My brother usually takes a while to get ready for some reason, so we barely made it in on time. One of the hygienists called my name and took me to a chair in the back of the office where the cleaning began. She tried to make small talk with me as she was digging in my mouth with a scalpel and mirror. So basically, all I could say while she's trying to be friendly and make conversation is a muffled yeah. After about half an hour, the hygienist finished whitening my teeth and let me go back to the lobby. But after only around 5 minutes of sitting in the lobby, the doctor called me back in to re-examine a tooth that needed filling. I'm not sure why they sent me back to the lobby in the first place, but I got back up and sat back down on the dental chair. It didn't take very long, and they asked me to wait in the chair for a bit longer so that they could double-check the images of my teeth.
Okay.
This is where it gets catastrophic. While I was waiting for them to finish checking the images, I went on Instagram while the hygienist and the doctor were standing right behind me. Of course, the first fucking thing that comes up on my feed is a model shaking her ass to the camera.
Hell yeah, you guys seeing this? You trying to... Pretty cool, huh? Okay.
I looked behind me to see if anyone had seen my phone and I made direct eye contact with the hygienist, who had an uncomfortable, almost disappointed look on her face.
Yeah, okay.
Instead of thinking to just turn the phone off or close the app, I decided to keep refreshing my feed so that the post would go away. Of course, the connection was terrible, so I couldn't swipe away. Next thing I know, I hear from behind me, "What are you watching? Get off your phone." One crucial detail that I left out is that my mom is the doctor.
What?
She scolded me in front of the entire office and called out my name so that everyone knew who she was talking about.
Why did you leave that out for dramatic effect?
As soon as my mom clears me to leave, I bolt out of the room, too embarrassed to even speak. My mom then called me back into the room to thank the hygienist, after which I hurried out of the office, my face bright red. I promptly unfollowed that account immediately after driving home.
I gotta be honest, your mom being the dentist makes it not that bad. And here's why. You can explain to your mom later, hey, that was just at the top of my feed. I'm not into it. It just happened. There's not. By the way, you were following the account. I didn't quite put that. Never mind. You're still in trouble. But I think if it's your mom, that's not as bad. No, if it's not the mom, it's not as bad. I think if it's your dentist and a hygienist, that's way worse if you have nothing to do with them and you don't know them. The fact that she announced it is a little strange, but, you know, whatever, man. Kids are weird. Chad is pointing out that you were old enough to drive, which is concerning. But, you know, it's all part of the, this isn't that bad. I don't think it's that bad. Normal accounts will sell out the porn ads. That's true. It might be like Internet Hall of Fame or whatever. Those shitty accounts. Like the what's that, Rare Insults or whatever? Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Could have been anybody. I think you're fine on this one, Chatter. Not cringe. I decree it not cringe. Wish I had a gavel to bang. Unfortunately, I've never had one of those. I don't think it's that bad. This doesn't happen on Instagram. Doesn't Instagram have like reels of people dying? Everybody told me to check out Instagram reels if I wanted to see people die, and I was like, no, thank you. I'd rather not. I think I'm good, thank you.
I was having a sleepover with my best.
Time to change the voice. Let's do. We already did Peter. Did we do Gabriel? How about Gabriel?
I was having a sleepover with my best friend in first grade, and we were sleeping in my guest bedroom.
Okay.
It has a queen bed that has about a foot on each side of the bed to the wall.
For some reason, it doesn't go over the letters here. Is that an issue for you guys? I don't think that's a problem, right? It's fine. Yeah, okay.
I told my buddy, look, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
And somehow actually got enough momentum from spinning like Sonic that I slammed hard into the wall before hitting the floor.
Okay, hold on. This story is being ruined. So it doesn't highlight, but it also doesn't break it up enough to tell what the fuck is going on. Hold on.
I told my buddy, look, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
And somehow actually got enough momentum from spinning like Sonic that I slammed hard into the wall before hitting the floor.
How did you spin dash? How did you do that in real life? How did you do that? You're acting like it's normal. How did you get momentum from rolling?
I got a huge bump on my head right where I impacted, and my mom ran into the room, since the impact was so loud.
Okay.
I was not allowed to have sleepovers for a couple months after that.
That's the end. How did you do that? Just spin in a circle. How do you spin in a circle to get momentum? What? I've never done that before. Like head down, like do this, like that? Can you do that? Never do that again, Chatter. However, if you could like send me a video, I'm kind of curious how you pulled that off. That's impressive. I'm kind of jealous. I am. It's like that Chatter that said they did a ground pound in real life. Although I can figure that one out. You just break your tailbone.
I am in the middle of my teenage years, and my grandparents will occasionally invite me to stay at their place and take care of the pets when they're out for a few days.
Okay.
I mainly would just feed the pets and make sure they get let in and out when they need to be, and I got paid well for my work.
That's nice.
I stay in my grandpa's little studio room where he has a pretty decent computer set up, good mic and speakers and all that, 'cause he's really into music.
Okay.
One of the times when I was staying over, I went to log into my Discord account and chat with some friends.
Alright.
It was a new location, so I had to go to my email and verify it was me trying to sign in. My mother managed to nab a Hotmail account where it was just my name followed by @hotmail.ca. So this is what I use for most online accounts.
Right.
The horrors that I had seen popping up in the search bar when typing in hot were burned into my memory immediately.
Oh, Grandpa, you dog. The gooning Grandpa. Oh, Peepaw, what have you been up to? HotAsianMilfs.com? No! Okay. Alright, what happened then?
The horror. I'm unsure how in detail I can get with it to pass my Twitch toes, but to sum it up, a familiar orange and black website popped up with 3 different videos, one of them being something along the lines of hot chubby lesbians.
Oh, Grandpa's got a type. Alright, Peepaw. Okay.
I have not told any family about this.
No, of course
just a
not.
few
Why
friends.
would you?
And by the
Don't
next
do
time
that.
I was asked to take care of the pets there, my grandpa had learnt how to clear his search history. Never thought the same of that man again.
That's kind of, I wonder what made him think of that. I wonder how he figured that out at that point. Oh, Grandpa is silly. Silly Grandpa. They don't like men. Hot, chubby lesbians. What a strange story. Old dog's learning new tricks. Hey, good for Grandpa. Congratulations. I don't know if you could ever bring that up. I think you have to wait for Grandpa to go, and then you tell Mom. you tell Mom after? Is that her dad? Is it your mom's dad? Maybe that'll make her feel better. Something to remember Pop by. Chubby, hot lesbians. Awesome. That's something Grandma never needs to know. Yeah, I don't think you tell Grandma either. Another lesbian story. Tonight has been about lesbians and Adam Sandler. Good stories tonight. Go into your search bar right now and type hot. I get Hotels Maryland, Hotels, Hot Topic, a North Carolina thing I was looking at on Airbnb because it was because me and my friends are staying at an Airbnb in North Carolina in the summer, and then Helldivers because it says Reddit/r/Helldivers/hot because I was trying to figure out how to get the difficulty bug. So I got Hotmail. I don't use Hotmail. If I search POR, I get Porsche, Port Discovery Children's Museum, Portugal, or Fidelity, and my online portfolio for retirement. So I've got all my ducks in a row. See? I got my mind on my money. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't count unless you show us. I don't want to show you. I don't want to. You can believe me. I can't make it up that fast. I'm not that funny or smart. How's your Roth IRA? Meager, but it's growing. It's not going bad. It's coming together, you know. I get Xenoblade Portugal. Why do you get that? I got Popeyes for POR? If I search PO, I get Poke Rogue, Point and Click Games, Poop Emoji, because my daughter thought that was very funny, Point Crow, and that's it. Shout out to Point Crow. Twitch.tv/PointCrow. What if you do Les? This is kind of a fun game. If I do Les, I get Lessons in Chemistry, Less Than, Les Miserables, Amazon.com, Spend Less, Smile More, and then Why is Vel'Koz 9 Blue Essence Less Than Others? Don't know what that is. It's on the League subreddit. I don't know why that popped up. So, what if you search Hot Chubby Les? Well, nothing coming up there. Kind of weird. It's blank. Just hot chip, nothing autofilling there. This is getting ridiculous. Yeah, sorry. This bit's run its course. Totally blank for me.
When I was in middle school around 2007-2008, the coolest day of the year was when we could come to school dressed up as whatever we wanted for Halloween rather than having to dress in drab uniform colors.
Awesome.
I was very excited and decided to dress up as one of my favorite characters from Naruto, Itachi Uchiha.
Not awesome anymore. Couldn't you just be normal? Be the Joker. Just be the Joker. Can't you be like... Who's a popular pop culture figure right now? Just the Joker. I think that's probably the most normal person you could be. 2008, Iron Man? Okay.
I bought the headband, the big dumber Katsuki jacket, and a shitty black wig.
I bet you were very
When
cool.
I showed up to school and checked my outfit in the bathroom mirror, I realized the headband didn't have the slash through the symbol it was supposed to have, so I added it with a Sharpie.
If they don't have the slash.
While I was doing it, I thought, hey, Itachi has these lines near his eyes that are very distinct.
Okay.
No one's gonna know who I am without them.
Yeah.
So I drew them on with Sharpie too, and
there
went
you
to
go.
class.
Yeah.
I drew the lines
Let's
way
draw
too
some
close
black
to my
marker on
tear
our
ducts,
face.
though. So as the day went on, my eyes kept watering and stinging, and it got to the point where my vision was starting to get blurry. I could have washed it off, but instead I was so dedicated to the accuracy of my character that I powered through and even reapplied it in the middle of the day.
It's what Itachi
People
would have
started
wanted,
to
yeah.
notice that I was struggling through classes with tears streaming down my face, and eventually a teacher pulled me aside at the end of class to ask what was up. She sent me to the nurse's office, and the nurse promptly began to wash my face and eyes out as she could see ink had bled into my tear duct.
He's just so sad about what happened to the Leaf Village. It haunts him to this day. It's so sad. Itachi is so sad.
I sobbed and fought her the whole time because she was ruining my excellent costume, and I was determined to suffer for my art.
No, my costume!
Being a weird is dangerous, kids.
Holy shit, man. That's pretty good. Coney knows? No, I just guessed. Did he do something bad to the Leaf Village? No, I did know, because of the song he says, fuck the Leaf Village. And the Itachi song. Mangekyu in the eyes. Only see blood when a ninja cry. I gotta play it, man. I'm not gonna play it. You guys can look it up on yourself. Better get me than you better get Sasuke. Good song. Play it? I can't, man. I can't. I'll get DMCA'd, bro. What song? Don't make me play it. I know what you're trying to do. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. I'm not doing it. That song sounds obnoxious. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to give me... I know you're trying to get me to play it. I'm not doing it. I know what you're trying to... I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I thought it was going a blackface angle, too. I thought you were going to come out and the Sharpie was just going to be all over. But I'm glad it didn't go that way. I'm glad you suffered instead.
So just for context, I really liked Team Fortress 2 as a kid.
Who didn't?
My favorite class at the time was the Spy, and I thought one of the cosmetic items, the fancy fedora, was so cool.
Say no more. I think I can fill out the rest of this story. I get it. I think I get it. Loud and clear, chatter. We don't need to hear the rest.
Unfortunately, that's when I made the grave mistake of thinking I could pull one off myself as a chubby, pale 5th grader who had no style whatsoever.
Listen, you were only in the 5th grade. I knew grown men who tried this shit. It was right around that time. Right around that time when it happened. I get it. You weren't the only one.
Though it's incredibly cringe, and I regret it entirely. That's a whole different tangent on its own.
No, that's fine.
In elementary school, we had a talent show every year, and I performed in it every time since 3rd grade.
Yeah.
So for 5th grade, I wanted to sing for that year's show.
Sure.
The song of choice was Best Day of My Life by American authors, but I was too nervous to do it alone, so I roped my friend into it, who I will be referring to as V, since we were...
I just realized that might not be a known reference. Discord! Go look. Never. I'll show you later. I'll show you on tomorrow's stream. Sorry.
The song of choice was Best Day of My Life by American authors, but I was too nervous to do it alone, so I wrote...
No, I'm just thinking of the Discord kid. Discord! It's fucked up. It's a My Little Pony thing. I'll show you tomorrow. I'm sorry. This is too long. Just play it. No, because then I have to pull up the window. We're way over time anyway. It's 11:30. I'll show it tomorrow. It makes no sense. I'm just saying Discord and laughing. I know. Chatter, somebody link it. I'll show you tomorrow. Okay, here we go.
The song of choice was Best Day of My Life by American authors, but I
It's
was too
silly hour.
nervous
I'm
to
sorry.
do it alone, so I
It's really
wrote
a
my
Itachi
friend
song,
into
too.
it, who I will be referring to as V, since we were going on together and it was my idea.
Okay.
I was in charge of what we were going to wear.
Ooh, cool.
The outfit I chose for the both of us consisted of a green t-shirt,
Awesome.
black cargo
Please
pants,
have a fedora.
black
Please have the fedora.
sunglasses,
Put
and
on
to
the
top
hat.
it
You
off,
need the
a
fedora.
striped fedora.
Let's fucking go.
V didn't seem to have any
Yes.
problems with it, so I mistakenly thought it looked great.
Wow, you both probably look
Showtime
really
came
cool.
around and we, admittedly, barely practiced. I thought I
Come
knew the song
on,
well enough
man.
to just remember my parts. I always loved being the center of attention, so being on stage never
Was
really
your friend
bothered
really
me.
nervous?
As the music starts playing, me and V walk out on stage in our stupid outfits and begin to sing. Everything starts out fine until I get to the second verse. My mind completely blanked and I went silent as I tried desperately to remember the words. It wasn't V's part, so he didn't cover for me, and instead my silence was ever so slightly filled by the crowd singing along, trying to help me remember.
Everybody else
My
knows?
pale face went
Everyone
completely
else
red,
knows
and
that
I started
song?
to tear up behind the sunglasses. Thankfully, my verse ended and V began to sing his part. Then the chorus hit and I remembered my lines. I was absolutely humiliated, but even more so by the people making fun of us the next day and talking about how dumb our outfits were. In fact, people gave us shit for this all throughout middle school, but it finally stopped when we got to high school.
Yeah, because everybody else realized that fedoras are actually really cool. They were like, wait, maybe they had some good ideas. Then everybody's wearing a fedora to homecoming. Ooh, that looks kind of good on me.
To this day, I still can't listen to that song without getting flashbacks, and I will never be seen in a fedora ever again.
Hey, that's not your fault. Hey, that was just part of the fashion. That's what they did back then, man. Everybody loved the fedoras and that song. I don't know what the song is. I think I heard it on the radio before. Listen, you don't know how embarrassing it is to be up on stage until you're up there. I have a family member. I'm not going to say who. But they were like young, like 7 or 8 years old, I think, 3rd, 4th grade, something like that. And there was a big talent show, and they wanted to sing, the genie song in Aladdin, Friend Like Me, right? But they did the full like makeup, like they got a full like the genie hat and the gold outfit, and completely covered themselves head to toe in blue. They were completely blue. Like, as in, like, you know, Arrested Development, like that. Like, completely blue. And they get on stage, and something about being up there in that moment made them very scared and realizing they're completely head to toe in blue. So the song starts playing. You guys know that song. He's like, so that starts happening, but they're so nervous that all they could do is just it lasted for 6 minutes. The whole song. Just this blue spirit standing there looking at the ground. I felt so bad for them. It's a long song. It's longer than you remember. It was very sad. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something about the stage that scares people. If you're scared. Not me, though. That's why I can confidently read all your stories here on Cringe Confessional. And we're all done. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm not scared of nothing. The only thing I'm scared of is losing subs. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm so scared of you not liking the video. I'm afraid of that. And I'm scared of chat not saying goodbye to YouTube. So let's be nice, everybody. What did the camera tilt? Everybody, let's say goodbye. Say goodbye to our friends on YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. Wait, I forgot. No, stop peopling. Stop peopling. It's really bad. Thanks for watching, YouTube. We'll see you guys next time. You guys want me to kill a Twitch chatter? This is for you. All you have to do is like the video. Here you go. like the video if you're happy they died. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Goodbye. So long. Bye, YouTube. Who'd I kill? I'm sorry to Dom the Atom Bomb. My bad. You guys wanted Vanish back. There you go. That's Vanish. It should say who got shot. That's V2. We want to add V2 and also VATS. If I could like VATS onto the chatter specifically, you know what I mean? Like, just get that guy. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know why. I don't know what that message was. I was going to pretend like I didn't see it. I don't know why you guys are looking at it. Maybe I'll XCOM it. Add a laser sight. I might. Is that you on the saxophone? Yeah, this is my song. I made it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. That's it for tonight's stream. I had a bounty, but I'll pop it tomorrow, I suppose. It is for a movie. It's a movie bounty. Yeah, we'll do it. Play Gooner Blade? I'll play it tomorrow. I'm busy. All right. I gotta go. Discord! I'm howling at the moon. And then I'm about to it's afternoon. Discord! Where I gotta watch it tomorrow. It's good. Oh my god, the Smash 4 coin box is still happening. 5.2k viewers. Good fucking lord. Let's go watch that. Guys, I'm gonna go watch Smash 4. I want to watch Smash 4. You think I could restream it? Would he be mad at me? He would let me restream, right? Wait. He wouldn't be mad at me. Wait a minute.
You will just die. From just like an up throw spring up.
Ask him?
And if he happens to try and double jump up onto one of those platforms,
Surely he
doesn't have a whole
wouldn't
bunch
mind.
of movement tech to, mix up his landing at all, and he does get grabbed, it could be real tough.
Come on.
Here we go.
Everybody restreams Coinbox, right?
You made it to winners finals.
Come on.
8,000 viewers for Smash 4. What the hell?
Come on, I gotta see some Ryu, right? It's Smash 4, it sure is.
Tragic. It does fall like a rock, though. Holy, there it is.
Ace FM.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Fast.
If I ask, he might say
Fastest
no.
faller in the biz.
Ooh, great back air there. 16%. And in this
Hold
game,
on.
16% is a lot.
It adds up. Someone's in chat saying only 2 lives, bro.
Don't nobody tell him.
Twice already. Yes, 2 lives.
Nobody tell
What do
him,
you
all right?
My God. Open
Why
your
does
eyes.
Smash 4 look so... Oh, shit,
Sonic
it's
is
Sonic.
one of the reasons why
I didn't
I'm
actually
still
look. I saw Ryu and I was like, oh, cool.
Sonic, Rosa.
I didn't know it was Sonic.
Or Thursday. It is Thursday.
Act like you're watching it in his chat. You think I pop up his chat like,
This
oh,
is already
cool.
starting so strong here
Awesome
for Riddle,
set.
As long as he can kind of hold this lead here.
No snitching.
Because as long as he has that lead, he doesn't have to worry quite as much about Sonic's just running away the whole time. But it might be getting to
Who's
that
still
point
in?
here.
Hold on, I gotta look at the
Wispy in play
bracket.
as well.
I just realized if I'm on Twitch front page. Hold on, there's your
Jump around
bracket.
Landing, fair.
Is it this?
No connection, so shields.
What's the
catches
schedule?
the roll in, more damage.
I don't want to
Wait a
type
minute,
bracket.
wait a
I'm
minute.
scared. He's gonna see me in
Tries
here.
to go for it.
Hold on.
That probably
Gotta
would've
find
got
somebody
through,
else
right?
bracket linking.
With Aerial, it probably
Is it-
wouldn't have. There might have actually been another up air into a Shoryu he could have done there.
I don't know if I'm
but
watching this or
Aerial
not.
Shoryu is actually quite a bit weaker than grounded, so it's definitely
Ness,
a bit dicey there.
Sonic, Sonic
Oh
Ryu.
my goodness, it was a tech chase. That's so unfortunate. I thought that Nair lineup was perfect.
It looked so clean.
Good night.
I know